How about now? I think we got sound now, so you should be hearing me now. Thank you so much for joining us. Now that we've fixed that one issue, great to be with you. So Manny, got you. ACP's got me now. Manny, great to see you. Welcome into the show. We're kicking out all the kinks. We're now rocking and rolling. Zapata Girls, Start 2, Drake London, Moody, J-Mo, or DJ Moore. I'm going to go London and Mooney, I think. I say that, and I don't like doubling up on one offense, but I feel like it's the right play today, actually. Out of that group, I think I go London and Moore, even though they're on the same lineup. You know I don't like doubling up, but I feel like that's the best play. Toby, 0127, Kincaid, or BTJ, very, very close. I think I lean BTJ just barely, very, very close because the injuries to the wide receiving group of Buffalo. Toby, I lean BTJ, but man, I'm taking risk on that. ACP, Daniel Jones or Baker. I'd go Daniel Jones, believe it or not. D. Turner wants a pick. D. Turner gets a pick. So our first pick of the day, everybody, when you guys throw confetti up on the screen, we're going to put picks up on the board. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get our first pick of the day up on the board, everybody, okay? So first pick that we're going to be putting up on the board is actually one that wasn't in our newsletter. So if you subscribe to our free newsletter every day, or on Sundays rather, you saw a bunch of our picks, but this is one I haven't given out yet. This is a pick we have not given out yet. I am going to take Aaron Jones over 70 plus rushing plus receiving yards. That's Aaron Jones over 70 rush plus receiving yards. That's the first pick that we're putting up on the board. That is a pick that wasn't in our newsletter. We have a ton of picks to give out today, so make sure you're throwing confetti in the air. Every time we see live goal confetti, we're going to give out a pick. Let's get back to your questions across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Adrian got ways. Tracy or Chuba Hubbard? Close on this one. I lean Tracy, but it's close. D. Turner, thank you so much for the Galaxy. Appreciate you. Zane, Stroud or Baker? I'm going to go C.J. Stroud, Zane. I'm going to trust Nico's going to be in the lineup, and I'm going to go C.J. Stroud. Byron, Hunter Henry or Worthy in the flex? I'm going to lean Hunter Henry, believe it or not. I lean Hunter Henry. Double D, will Debo play, and is he worth the start? I think he's going to play, and yes, I think he's worth the start. Michaela Petro, pick 2, D-Hop, Pearsall, Ferguson, or Bigsby? Close. I think I'm leaning slightly towards Bigsby and D-Hop just because I don't know what I'm getting from Pearsall overall. Tino Ack, Eagles, Bears, Falcons defense, Eagles defense. I think I'd go Eagles over Bears. It's close between those two. I think I'd lean Eagles over Bears barely. It's not the Falcons, believe it or not. Jalen Clemmings, Pickens, Jennings, Downs, or Tyreek if he plays. It would be Tyreek if he plays. It's a Monday night game, so you take a bit of risk. I think I'd actually lean slightly towards Pickens just because I'm a little bit worried about the risk, and I like the PPR play. Thank you so much for the questions across all of our platforms, giving out picks every time we see live goal confetti. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you hit the like button. Shank13, Start McBride or Taysom Hill? I'd go Taysom Hill today. Taysom Hill. Rob D, I was offered Chase for Justin Jefferson. I have Joe Burrow already. Would you do that? I would if I have Joe Burrow, I'd like to diversify and have Justin Jefferson. I don't want to be overloaded on the same offense. Bryce, Debo or Jennings? Debo, if healthy enough to go. Nice insurance policy with Jennings, though. ACP Savage, I'd go Tracy Jr. just barely over Devontae Adams. Just barely. It's a running back value play. Braden, I'd go Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't like the health status of Amari Cooper. Whether he plays or not, I just don't like the fact that he's been out, hasn't been practicing. Marvin Harrison Jr., even in a tough matchup. Adrian Gotways, Montgomery or Chuba Hubbard? My concern is Montgomery seems to be that touchdown play, but I'm going to go Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard has a great matchup against the New York Giants. I'm going to go Chuba Hubbard. Daniel Sanchez, Pickens or BTJ? That is a coin flip of a play. I think I'd go Pickens just barely, more because I trust Russell Wilson than I do Mac Jones. The problem is the matchup is better for BTJ. I understand if you wanted to go the other way. I would play Pickens just because I'm concerned about Mac Jones. I don't trust him even up against a bad pass defense. One of the reasons I'm concerned, Brian Flores is a really good defensive coordinator. His defense may give up a lot of passing yards, but he knows how to confuse younger quarterbacks or frankly lesser quarterbacks, and I think Mac Jones falls under that category. Rich Matthews, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Jennings, Neighbors, more please. I would get Malik Neighbors in the lineup now. I would get Malik Neighbors in there, and I probably lean slightly. It's close between Jennings and Moore. I think I lean DJ Moore. Jennings has a phenomenal matchup, and if you tell me Jennings has a monster game, it wouldn't shock me. But I actually have some doubts. With Christian McCaffrey back, with the likelihood that Debo plays, I actually think that this is a big George Kittle game. I think this is a big Debo game. I think it's a big McCaffrey game. And I think that means that Jennings isn't quite in the mix as much. So I'd go Neighbors and DJ Moore just barely. As for the defense, I think the Giants get a ton of sacks. Maybe they give up a few more points than we would expect, but I would rather play the Giants defense than the 49ers because I trust. Let's get this pick on the board. I'm going to give this pick out for free. I'm going to give this pick out now. I got Brian Burns, facing his former team, facing a team that gives up a ton of sacks. Brian Burns over 0.25 sacks. That's a play I really like today. Falls in line with your Giants defense play. You want another one? That's fine. How about Dexter Lawrence? Dexter Lawrence is going to get half a sack today. Over 0.25 sacks for the big man in the middle. So I have the Giants getting at least 2 sacks. I think Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence both get at least half a sack, but I actually expect them to get a full sack today. So I'm expecting a lot of sacks, good defense by the Giants, a lot of run play. My only concern is, does Chuba Hubbard get a few big runs, maybe a couple of touchdowns? Does Bryce Young break a few or have a few good throws? But I think I take the Giants defense overall. Appreciate everyone being with us across all of our platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So wonderful to be with every single one of you. Happy Sunday. Make sure you hit the follow button so that way you're with us every time that we're live. Masked Panda 63. Pick a flex between Michael Wilson, Ray Davis, Jalen Coker, and Mason Tipton. Damn. The answer is damn. Okay. I'm leaning slightly, I think. It's between Wilson and Ray Davis. I think I lean Michael Wilson, but yeah, I really think it's Michael Wilson in a coin flip play. A. Stanley, 1580. I'd go Josh Downs over Amari Cooper. Michael Pittman is out. Michael Pittman is not playing today. I do think that elevates the value of Josh Downs just enough where I like him more than an Amari Cooper who's been banged up all week. Aiden Thompson, Amari Cooper, or Pollard in the flex? Tony Pollard. Braden, would you play Xavier Legette or Pickens? Would you play Xavier Legette over Pickens, Hunt, or Marvin Harrison Jr.? No, I would not. He might get enough, but I don't value him enough compared to those other options. Dre240 is asking me to pick 3 from Tracy, Hunt, Swift, and Kyron. Wow. You have a bunch of running backs I like in that group. I would say leave Hunt out, but I don't love that because he's going to get a touchdown. So, but I like Tracy. I like Swift. I really like Kyron. I think those are the plays. I think Hunt is the sit, but I think you're also going to see him put up at least 10 points. I just think everyone on that list is a double-digit scorer today. You know, knock on wood with health. Manny, 12436, Alec Pierce, BTJ, or Worthy. I lean slightly, I think, towards BTJ over Pierce. Super close, but in this one I am leaning matchup just barely. It's close between Pierce and BTJ, though, with Michael Pittman Jr. out, but I'll lean BTJ just barely. Christian F., Dobbins or Shakir. I will go Shakir on this one. I'm not crazy about Dobbins' run game matchup. I'm not as high on that one as maybe others are. Chargers are going up against Tennessee. Tennessee does give up rushing yards, but they're not a terrible run defense. So far this year, they're like number 10, number 11. they're not awful. It's more like their pass defense has been so good, teams are kind of forced to run the ball. Smalls, Stroud or Kyler, I would say CJ Stroud. I think CJ Stroud's going to have a really big game today against the Detroit Lions with Nico Collins being back. Appreciate you being with us. Let's get back to some questions on TikTok. V Diddy 76, Chuba Hubbard or Montgomery? I'd go Chuba Hubbard, just barely. I'd go Chuba Hubbard. I think Montgomery may get a touchdown. I think Chuba Hubbard has more value. Respawn, Brian Thomas, Montgomery, Hopkins, or Aaron Jones. Wow, great options. I think it's Aaron Jones respawn. I think Aaron Jones is going to have the big play. Dre 240 just subscribed over on Twitch. We got to give out another pick to say thank you for it. The pick I'm going to give out, I'm taking Giants +3. I'm taking Giants -3. I'm taking Giants by a field goal in this game. In the newsletter, I had it -2.5 this morning. I think it's going to be a field goal. If it ends up being a push, I'll live with it. But I think the Giants by at least 4 points. So I have Giants -3. That's where I'm at, and I'm willing to play it at -3 and live on the push rather than at -3.5. With that said, we have given out a couple other picks for this game. I'm going to give out I'm going to give out 2 for the running backs. Next time we get a subscriber or a live goal confetti, we are going to give out 2 running back plays for this game in just a moment. So make sure you're throwing some confetti in the air if you're watching over on TikTok. David Rodriguez, start 2. I would go very close. I'd go Addison and Wan'Dale Robinson. I understand Taysom Hill could get a touchdown today. I understand Marvin Harrison Jr. is a stud, but I'd go Addison and Wan'Dale Robinson just barely. Jacob, Jennings or Pollard? I lean just slightly towards Pollard. I understand that Jennings probably has a lot of value, at least in projected value. I think Pollard ends up being the better play. Dawson, Welch, Puka, Brown, Neighbors, start 2. I would go Brown and Neighbors. Brown and Neighbors would actually be the 2. The Dolphins have a better pass defense than you know. Mario, Flex, Hunt, Kupp, James Conner. I lean James Conner barely over Hunt. Very close, but Conner over Hunt just barely. Appreciate you being with us. Someone threw confetti in the air, so we got to throw a pick in the air. That's how we got to do. Tracy Jr. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is the next player we're putting up on the board. Tyrone Tracy Jr. We got to take him at over. I'm going to take it at over 59.5 rushing yards. Tyrone Tracy Jr. over 59.5 rushing yards. I will also take Chuba Hubbard over 59.5 rushing yards as well. So I think both running backs get to 60 rushing yards, everybody. By the way, for a moment there, over 1,000 viewers over on TikTok. Pretty cool. Every time we get live goal confetti, we throw out more picks. So make sure you're throwing picks in the air, and we'll throw out more picks to say thank you. Carolina N, drop Pearsall for McMillan. I'm not willing to do that just yet, actually. I don't trust If you want to do it, sure, but do it right now. I actually think Pearsall might have value rest of season, so I'm willing to kind of wait on him. Chivalry King, Mahomes or Daniel Jones? Believe it or not, it's Daniel Jones. Matthew Christopherson, Russell Wilson or Baker Mayfield? It's Russell Wilson. Surprisingly, it's Russell Wilson, I think, because I think even though he'll give up sacks, I think there's some opportunities there in the pass game just a little bit. Claus 0689, Tracy over Cook and Dobbins. Yes, just barely, though I do like James Cook today. Dre 240, thoughts on Hurts today? I think he gets a rushing touchdown. One of the reasons I do like him in fantasy. Joseph Adams, Eckler or Pollard? No Brian Robinson Jr. I'm going to lean Eckler just barely over Pollard. Close, but I'll lean Eckler barely over Pollard. Funky Town 8176, Hill, Jamison, Dell, Nico, Allen, Sutton, start 2. I think I'd go Nico and Allen. No, I want to go Nico and Tyreek Hill, but I just don't. I don't know if Tyreek Hill's going to play. I am nervous about it. I would do Nico and Tyreek Hill if those were the 2 options. If you're willing to risk it and go get a substitute, an insurance play, for Monday night. But if you don't want to do that, I think it's Nico and Keenan Allen. Other than that, if Nico doesn't play, obviously Dell. User 4984, Darnold or Tua? Great question. I lean Darnold because the Tyreek Hill injury. Worried about that. Crystal Trejo, Hunter Jennings. I lean Kareem Hunt on that one, just barely. Ty Slayer, Pitts or Ingram? Great question. Great question. I'm going to lean slightly, I think, towards Pitts. It's close. I don't know. I just don't know if I trust Mac Jones. I know Mac Jones is going to target the tight end position a ton. So Ingram's going to get a lot of targets. I just don't know. I think it's a coin flip. I'm going to go Pitts because I trust Kirk more. Both have good matchups, so I'd go Pitts, but I do think it's close. Noah, Chuba Hubbard. Noah, I'd go Chuba Hubbard over Hunt. Jay Phenom, Nico or Sutton. I'm going to lean slightly towards Nico. Jay Phenom, I lean Nico. Carolina N, Herbert or Caleb? I'd go Caleb Williams. I think Caleb Williams is a really good game. Patriots are a bad pass defense, and they have a number of injuries in their secondary. Patriots should give up a lot of pass yards today. Super size, I would go Hawkinson over Dalton Kincaid. Both are going to play well. I like both of them, but I'm going to lean Hawkinson just barely. Very close, but I lean Hawkinson over Kincaid. DZT. I would lean slightly, I think. I lean slightly towards Stafford. I'd go Stafford over Wilson and Murray just barely. Close, though. Matthew Christopherson, Wandale or Javonte? I'd go Wandale Robinson. Wandale Robinson because it's a big PPR play for you. I think Wandale. Let's get another pickup on the board, actually. I haven't seen any more confetti, but I'm going to give out this pick because it's a pick for this early game, and I want to get these out of the way. Want to make sure you guys are getting access to all the early plays. So I really like Wandale Robinson. Wandale Robinson, I am going to take him at over 4.5 receptions. I know that most of you will see this at 5.5 at plus money. I moved it to 4.5, but I put it into a lot of same game parlays. So I'm going to put this little logo, if you're watching over on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, or Twitter X, this little logo, this little symbol, that's letting you know it's going to be a same game parlay. So if you want to pair that with like Giants minus 2.5, that was a same game parlay that I actually did yesterday. Is I took Giants minus 2.5, and I did a same game parlay with that and Wandale Robinson over 4.5 receptions. That was a parlay that I really liked. Feel like if one happens, the other has a good likelihood. I also have Malik Neighbors anytime touchdown. Not putting that up on the board, but that was an example of pairing some things that maybe add to the same game parlay ticket just a little bit. Let's get back to your fantasy football questions. Jay Williams, Wandale or Otten? Man, that is very, very close. I think I'd go Wandale, believe it or not. But if you went Otten, I wouldn't have a problem with it just based on the targets and usage of late. I lean Wandale because the matchup, though, very close. Jay Phenom, I'd go Cousins over Baker. Cousins over Baker. Meet X-Flap, good morning to you. Leggett or Addison? I'd go Addison. And I do lean just slightly, I think, towards Bucky Irving. I don't trust Rico Dowdle at all. Kike is Guap. Caleb, Nix, May, or Jones? I'm going to lean Caleb Williams just barely over Jones. Very close between those two, but I'd go Caleb over Jones just barely. Super size, I'd go Darnold over Murray. Darnold over Murray. Gabe, start 2 in a PPR. I'd go Tracy, and I lean slightly, I think, towards Kareem Hunt over Devontae and Montgomery. Very close there, very close, but I'd go Tracy and Hunt. Tracy and Hunt. Appreciate the question. Let's get back to more. Austin, Shakir or Smitty? I lean Shakir. I think it's close again, but I lean Shakir. That said, Devontae Smith could easily go off, but I think both are going to have good games. I just lean Shakir just because of his usage. Barely positive, subscribes for another month, so we've got to give out another pick. We give out picks every time we get live goal confetti or a subscriber, so let's get a pick up on the board. Another pick that I really like for today, one of my favorite picks whenever he plays, Will Levis. Come on down to the interception. Will Levis, over half an interception. Why do we feel that way? Because the dude's an idiot. The dude's an idiot. He might have a big arm. He might be athletic. The dude is a moron. And under pressure, Will Levis cracks. He absolutely cracks like an egg under a boulder. So at some point in this game, he will have some pressure on him, and he's just going to throw it. He's just going to throw it in the air. I don't know when, but he's just going to throw it in the air, and he's going to say, hey, Chargers, can you catch a football? And they will. So I'm taking Will Levis over half an interception because the dude's an idiot, and he throws interceptions like... honestly, there's almost nothing I could compare it to. It is just one of those things in life, death, taxes, and Will Levis throwing a moronic, Mayo-minded induced interception. Untamed had Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, and Mark Andrews on Thursday. I guess you're having a great week so far. Happy week 10 to you. I do have a fun trivia question for all of you folks out there. I did a bit of research for today. Teams that are long underdogs, teams that are heavy underdogs by 6 points or more. Week 10 is one of the best weeks historically for them to cover. May not apply today, may have no relevance on today, but of all the weeks throughout an NFL season, the one that actually produces the most against the spread covers by +6 or +6 and beyond underdogs is week 10. Interesting thought, right? So maybe you like the heavy favorites today, or maybe heavy favorites have been good the last few weeks. This might be a week in which Vegas takes a bite out of the betting public. Just putting it out there, just warning you guys. Maybe history has no relevance on today, but maybe week 10 is one of those times where we think we know something, and the NFL kind of goes, yeah, you think you know? Whoop! Maybe not. So, getting back to your fantasy football questions, Riley, Stevenson, or Puka, I lean just barely, I think, towards Stevenson, believe it or not, because I like the rushing touchdown capabilities. I lean Stevenson, but I do think it's very close. Tony Flores, Johnston, or Leggett, I'd go Xavier Leggett. Squealers, great to see you. Squealers is in a good mood because Squealers has a good matchup today, has a great game. I know you're excited about that game against the Commanders. Luke Grasso, Etienne or Marvin Harrison Jr.? I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr. I just don't trust Etienne. I didn't like what I saw when he was healthy. I don't know what I'm getting with him coming back. I'm going Marvin Harrison Jr. Christian F., you think Trey McBride is going to have a better game than Cade Otton or vice versa? I would lean slightly, actually, towards Cade Otton. Otton has the better matchup. I would lean slightly towards Otton. Daniel Sanchez, Otton or Laporta, rest of season, I think it's Laporta. I think Laporta has actually started to break through. I think the early third of the season was the worst part of his year. I think Laporta is going to play a whole lot better. RJ, Goff, or Jones? Quick. Daniel Jones. I don't like Goff's matchup tonight. There is an injury that to the offensive line of the Lions that's a little bit concerning for me. Detroit Lions, Taylor Decker, their tackle, he has an injury. Taylor Decker, shoulder injury. I think he's out. We have to double check it, but I believe he's out. That's a very big injury against a defensive line of the Houston Texans that can rush the passer. Don't be surprised if Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter have a better game than one would expect against what usually is the best offensive line in football in the Detroit Lions. Josh, James Cook, Nico Collins, very close. I'm going to go James Cook because I'm just a little nervous about Nico. Only 1 day of practice this week. I'm going to go James Cook. Both could have very good games, but I'm going to go James Cook. If Nico was fully healthy, different story, but I'm going to go James Cook for today, knowing what we know. Hojo, sit one between Brees, Bijan, Tracy, and Mixon. Great question. You guys know Mixon, I think, could score a touchdown, but I'm not super high on him. I would sit Mixon. I think he could get a touchdown. Part of the reason I'm a little nervous about it, but I would play Tracy, Bijan, and Brees Hall. So I would sit Mixon. Justin Eubanks, pick 3. Puka, Debo, Adams, and Mooney. Wow, great question. I think it's all about whether Debo's healthy or not. If Debo's healthy, I would go Debo, Adams, and Mooney. So if Debo's healthy, I'd play Debo and I would sit Puka. But Puka can be your ultimate insurance policy since he plays tomorrow night. Cody Meyerson, should I start Nico, Kupp, or James Cook? Pick 2 and a flex. Well, you gave me wide receivers. You gave me. I'm confused. I would start Nico. If I could only pick one, I would start James Cook. If I could only pick one, I would start James Cook. If I had to pick one of the wide receivers, personally, I think I lean Nico Collins if he's healthy. You'll be able to have a Cup as the insurance policy, so I think you're in a good spot there, Cody Meyerson. Chris Meek, between Tracy and Dobbins, Tyrone Tracy Jr. If you have Tyrone Tracy Jr. and you're not playing him this week, why do you have him? This is a week to play Tyrone Tracy Jr. If you got him in your lineup, put him in. If you don't have him in your lineup this week, you should have traded him, because this is the 1 week that I would say he is a must start. Tyrone Tracy Jr. must start. Chase, we're not doing pinned tweets, but what are you going to do with Tyreek, with him being a game time decision? Honestly, it's all about who else I have. I'm probably going to actually start other options and kind of let Tyreek Hill sit on the bench. And I'd rather play people who I feel are going to actually play today. Just Terry McLaurin or A.J. Brown. Wow, super close on this one. I think I'm leaning just slightly. I think I got to lean just slightly towards wow, it's close. I'm going to lean Terry McLaurin. I'm going to lean Terry McLaurin. I don't have a good answer. I think it's a coin flip between McLaurin and A.J. Brown. I'm going to lean McLaurin, just barely. Don't have a great answer on it. Honestly, I think both could have big games. I just lean McLaurin. I don't know why it's a coin flip. Honestly, it's just because I like what Jaden Daniels and McLaurin have going on lately, but it's a coin flip play. Don't have a lot of reason or rhyme behind it. I think they're almost like the exact same value projected, or so I would think. Christopher, Dell or Moore, I'd go Tank Dell. I like Tank Dell's matchup a whole lot more. Tay, Drake London or Terry McLaurin. On this one, I'd go Drake London. I would go Drake London on that one. Visual concept, start one, London, Sutton, McConkey, or Thomas Jr. I'd go Drake London. I know he's dealing with the hip pointer. He's going to play. It's a great matchup. I'd go Drake London. Beast mode, who should I start, Tua or Caleb? The Tyreek Hill injury is playing a factor for me on this one. I'd go Caleb Williams. If you have a member of the Panthers or the Giants, make sure you get them in your lineup, or make sure you're going to make your decisions now. The game is kicking off in a matter of minutes, everybody. So if you've got the Giants or Panthers players and you're like, should I start them? Make those decisions now, because they're kicking off. And once it happens, that's done. We like the Giants on the money line. We like the Giants -3. I did take this on both sides of the total. I took it over 36. I took it under 45. I just think it's going to be around like a 41-point game. I think it literally is going to be like 21, 17, something like that. 20, 23, 20, something like that, just around that figure. So I kind of played it saying both sides, saying it's going to live in that 20-point mark. I think the two running backs take off. This game is underway over in Germany, and while this game is being played, hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you're going to continue to have the two-screen experience, because we're going to stay live. I will be live throughout the entirety of this game in Germany, answering your fantasy questions, helping you guys out. And again, we give out picks. We give out picks every time we get live gold confetti on TikTok, every time we get the gift of live gold confetti, and every time we get a subscriber, no matter the platform, we throw a pick up on the big board and let you guys know which picks we like for today. So, with that said, let's get at it, everybody. iClick, would you trade CeeDee and Reed for Neighbors and Debo? It's a great question. I don't know. I really like Jaden Reed, and I don't really want to give him up right now. So I probably lean towards saying yes. I'd rather have Neighbors and Debo, but it's very close. I don't really want to give up Reed, but I do want to move on from CeeDee Lamb, especially with the Dak news. Dak most likely done for the year. Tony Eckhart, pick 2, Smith, BTJ, MHJ, or London. I'd go London and BTJ just barely over Devontae Smith. I don't feel great about that with Mac Jones, but so many mouths to feed in that Eagles offense. I think just barely. By the way, we got our Brian Burns sack on the second frickin' play of the game, third play of the game. Brian Burns gets a sack, bang, just like that. We are cashing tickets, everybody. Didn't take long. Brian Burns on the third play of the game. We're already cashing one of our favorite plays of the day. I had that in so many bets. You have no idea how many bets I had Brian Burns over a quarter of a sack in. Collins, start Tyreek or Breece Hall. Breece Hall. Noah, drop Waddle or D-Hop, Waddle or Ingram. I lean just slightly towards Waddle if Tyreek Hill doesn't play. It's close between Ingram and Waddle. I lean Waddle, but very close. Miles, pick 2, Waddle, Odunze, or JMO. I'd go Waddle and Rome Odunze. Waddle and Rome Odunze, Miles. The Max, Hagan, Juan or Tyreek. I'd go Jennings, I think, just because I am worried about Tyreek Hill not playing, and I think you can't play I think you got to play the more sure thing today. Mr. Lopez, start 1, Connor, Kupp, Debo, or McLaurin. Great question. I lean James Conner just barely over Debo and McLaurin. Very close, but I lean James Conner. Zach, Mixon or McCaffrey. If McCaffrey's playing, I'm going to go McCaffrey. I'm going to take the chance. I don't like Mixon's matchup too much, so I'd go McCaffrey. Carolina N, is Bigsby droppable with ETN back? No. I think Bigsby's RB1 in that offense. Chase, Jennings, MHJ, Hill, or Mason in the flex. I think it's Jennings, believe it or not, because of the matchup. I don't love that. I might be willing to be talked into playing Hill, but if he's not healthy, if we're not sure, again, I think I take 1 in the hand rather than 2 in the bush. Funky Town 8176. If Hill does not play, is Jameson a good insurance play? I mean, again, you don't know who's going to be in the, Jameson plays tonight, Hill plays tomorrow, so you don't quite get the insurance policy you want because you're not going to know Hill's status. I'd probably play Jameson over Hill just because I am nervous about it. Deep ball. Wow. We got flags, folks. We got flags. Jack, D-Hop, or Tyreek Hill. I'd really rather play Tyreek Hill, to be honest with you. That is definitely what I'd rather do. Try to find another option as an insurance policy, but I'd rather play Tyreek Hill. I am concerned about him not playing, though, if you're thinking that. Dak doesn't want surgery. Sounds like, okay. Dak doesn't want surgery. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He should get surgery. Like, in all honesty, Dak Prescott should get surgery. The Cowboy season is done. Finito. Frickin' cooked. Cowboys should get ready for the draft. Frankly, best thing that ever happened to the Cowboys is actually losing this year because they're going to get a super high draft pick. They can rebuild what is a awful roster. This team is so top heavy. The Dallas Cowboys might be one of the most top heavy teams in NFL history. They have superstars at some positions and they lack so much talent in all the nooks and crannies. They're going to be able, you might be able to say they're going to add another superstar, but they should be able to parlay and get some other good players because every draft pick is just going to be early in a round. I think the Cowboys tanking this year, tanking is actually kind of a good thing. I think the bad thing is they committed to Dak. I think if they had actually not committed to Dak, lost this season, and been able to draft a new quarterback, it would have been the best of all worlds. I would have gone with Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward's got it, but that's just me. Jordan, Connor, or Gibbs? Very close. I would go James Conner. I think Gibbs could have a very good game, but I'm going to go James Conner on that one. Justin Eubanks just resubscribed, so I've got to put up another pick. Every time we get a subscriber, no matter the platform, we're going to give out a pick. And this is a pick that I did not put in the newsletter. So if you get my picks every single day over on the Sharps app, or if you get our newsletter on Sundays, you obviously see my picks. This is a pick that I did not put in the newsletter, everyone. Here we go. I'm taking Breece Hall over 80. I'll put it over 79.5 rush plus receiving yards. That's Breece Hall over 79.5 rushing plus receiving yards. That's up on the big board. That's a pick that I really like. Let's get another pick up on the big board when we get some live goal confetti. More questions, everyone. Braden, start 2. Mooney, London, or Hunt. I don't want to double up on the Falcons offense, so I think I lean London and Hunt. Close, though. Roxanne wants another pick. Let's get another pick up on the board. Let's get a game pick up on the board. We've given out a lot of player prop bets. Let's get a game pick up on the board, everybody. Pick I'm giving out, Falcons on the money line. I'm actually surprised that this is actually just like a -3, a -3.5. As you guys know, if you guys bet, -3 is kind of the standard operating line for a home favorite or the home team advantage. Obviously, a road team, that's a big 6-point swing, but I could even think it being more. Without Chris Olave in the lineup for the Saints, obviously they just made a trade, so their secondary is even worse. Falcons on the money line at like -180 or -185 feels like a very good return on the investment. So I like Falcons on the money line, everybody. Falcons on the money line. Next pick we're putting up on the board. So we've got a bunch of picks up on the big board. We have already cashed, actually, on Brian Burns over 0.25 sacks. Thank you for that, Brian Burns. Let's keep going to your fantasy questions. We'll continue to give out picks every time we get live goal confetti and TikTok subscribers. Extended mags, start one at the flex. I would go Kincaid. Extended mags, I'd go Kincaid. Slim, I'd go, Slim, this is a great question. I'd go Adams and Mooney. Very tough. I think you've got 3 really good options this week, but Slim, I'd go Adams and Mooney just barely. Adams and Mooney just barely over Dell. Super close. Justin Eubanks, pick 2. Justin, I would go Kyron Williams for sure. Kyron Williams for sure. Between McCaffrey and Hunt is where it's close. I think I'd go Kareem Hunt. Close, but I'd go Hunt and Kyron. I just don't know if I trust CMC just yet, given the option of Hunt. Lonely Torres, start 2. I would start Dell. I'd start Dell and Downs. Lonely Tourist, I think I'd start Dell and Downs. Tennessee's a very good pass defense, so I don't love McConkey today. Tony Eckhart, Ingram or Hawkinson. I go Hawkinson just barely, but I think it's close. I like Hawkinson to get more yards. I think he could get a touchdown. I do like Ingram getting a lot of targets. I think Ingram could get more receptions. I think Hawkinson could have more actual production. Hojo, Ferguson, Pitts, or Taysom Hill. Very close between Pitts and Hill. Very close. Taysom Hill, I feel like gets a touchdown today. I think I lean slightly towards Taysom Hill. Super close, but I think I lean Hill over Pitts. Very, very close, though. I think no Chris Olave just means they rely on Taysom Hill a little bit more. Kobe Fisher, great to see you. Pollard, Hopkins, or DJ Moore. I'd go Tony Pollard just barely over DJ Moore. I'm trusting Christian Gonzalez to take away DJ Moore just enough to make Tony Pollard the better play. Noah Holland, BTJ Hunt, or Tyreek Hill. I'd go with Kareem Hunt. I would go Kareem Hunt. Just feels like the safest play out of that group. With Mac Jones throwing the ball to BTJ, Tyreek Hill questionable. I think Kareem Hunt's the safest play. Daniel Sanchez, trade Laporta for TJ Hawkinson. Not a terrible idea. I don't think you're getting a ton of extra value. I think it's pretty close, but I do think Hawkinson actually might have a little bit more opportunity rest of season just because of how they're going to target him. Jameson, Cousins, Russell, or Stafford. Jameson, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Jameson, I'd go Kirk Cousins. User 4984, pick 1 flex. Johnston, Mason, Jennings, or Leggett. I'm leaning Jennings on this one. Leggett's already playing, so that one's already off the table. I'd go Jennings just barely, by the way, as Leggett makes a catch. Rizzo, Nico Collins, play it safe with Sutton. I don't think so. I actually think I'd take the risk. I think Nico Collins plays, and I think it's a good enough matchup where I'd take the risk. Nick Gallo, Stafford, or Caleb Williams. I lean slightly towards Caleb Williams. Matt Stafford's got a bit of a tricky matchup. Caleb has a great matchup, not just in stats. Patriots have been a bad pass defense this year, but they have a number of injuries in their secondary, so I like Caleb Williams today. Appreciate the questions. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, the conversation. Make sure you hit the follow button, no matter the platform you're watching on. Make sure you're a follower of Butt Fumble Sports, and that way you're with us every time we're live. We're live almost every single day. For those who love the show, we are live Monday through Friday at 4:30 Eastern Time. Monday through Friday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Sundays, obviously, we do this pregame show so you guys can get all your questions answered. Danny B, I'd go James Cook. Danny B, I'd go James Cook. Pork Chop, I'd go Hawkinson. Pork Chop, I'd go Hawkinson. Hurricane Hay, very close on this. I think I lean BTJ just barely over Keenan Allen. That's very close. It really is. I think BTJ just gets more opportunity just because of he'll be targeted enough. BTJ's also had really good games at home. BTJ's been a much better player at home versus on the road. I'll go BTJ just barely over Keenan Allen. Jonathan, 25. Mahomes or Baker? Nico or Gibbs? Jonathan, tough matchups on this one. I'm going to go Mahomes and Gibbs. I'm going to go Mahomes and Gibbs just barely. Between Nico and Gibbs, I think it's a coin flip. Thanks, Ben. Howdy to you. I think it's very, very close, but I'm going to lean slightly towards Gibbs. I think he gets a touchdown. I like his overall usage in the run and the pass game. Nico is going to have a good game, but I think Gibbs is a slightly better play. Between Mahomes and Baker, I just like the receivers. Mahomes has more. I think both have a tough matchup. I lean Mahomes and Gibbs on that. Chip, 590. Pickens or Mooney? Mooney. I would go Mooney on that one. Then flex either Swift, Dobbins, or Tracy. Well, Tracy's playing now, so I don't have that option. Because of that, Chuba Hubbard falls down. Oh, too bad. Because I have Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown is one of my plays. I would go Swift on this one. I would go Swift. Chip, I'd go Swift. Squealers, can you grab Cousins or Stafford on waiver and drop Love? I would go Kirk Cousins. With the way Cousins has been playing, I would go Kirk Cousins. I love the question, love the idea. Los Aviation, I'd go Jaden Daniels. Los Aviation, Jane Daniels. By the way, no pin tweets, everybody. No pin tweets. That way everyone can see what they're doing. I will try to answer those who have been a gift giver first. I do prioritize them just in the back of my mind. Just because if you're contributing to the show, I do want to say thank you. That said, Catherine, pick 2, wide receivers. Catherine, I'd go Kupp and Mooney. Catherine, I'd go Kupp and Mooney, just barely over Nico. Appreciate the question. Tidbits, I'd go Dell, Pickens, and I'd go McConkey on that one. Dell, Pickens, and McConkey. I don't love it, but I'd go Dell, Pickens, and McConkey just barely. Caden. By the way, we're just keeping an eye on this Panthers and Giants game. No catch. Okay. Caden Lair, help. I have Nico and Tyreek Hill, both questionable. Do I start risking both or play Mooney or Rome? I would play Mooney. Honestly, I think Mooney and Rome are good plays today. I'd probably play Mooney. This is what I would do, Caden. I'd play Mooney. I would play Nico. I'd put him in the starting lineup. If he doesn't play, then Tyreek Hill becomes the insurance policy. And if both don't play, well then, screw it. I'm out of luck. But I think I do value Nico and Tyreek Hill over Rome Odunze just barely. But Mooney would be in my lineup. Daniel Sanchez, 2 weeks ago, keeping our eye on this play. Touchdown, Bryce Young. And we've got points in this one. Carolina is on the board. Jatavian Sanders. I don't even know who that is. Jatavian Sanders, if you had him anytime touchdown, congratulations, because you just cashed a long shot ticket. Daniel Sanchez, 2 weeks ago, I traded Chuba Hubbard and Reed for Brian Robinson Jr. and BTJ. It's not looking good. I still hold out some hope, though. I think BTJ, once he's healthy, he's a good play, but being out this week is a killer. I think BTJ might be a good play, though, for you this week. Obviously, Reed's on a bye, so I think you're still okay, Daniel Sanchez, even while Chuba Hubbard has a good game against the Giants. Appreciate your questions. Ben, Jennings or Shakir? I'd go Shakir. Ben, I lean Shakir just barely. J Courts, Shakir or more? I lean Shakir. J Courts, I lean Shakir just barely. AB, BTJ or Dell? Very close. I'm leaning Dell. Very close, but I'm leaning Dell on that one. Tristan Toronto, Cooper or JMO? I'd go Amari Cooper. Gavin, do I start Ray Davis even? No, I would not. It's Gavin, Tyreek, Marvin, or Hopkins. Out of this group, I think I go Marvin Harrison Jr., but I want to say Tyreek Hill, but I don't trust it enough. I'd go Marvin Harrison Jr. Appreciate the question. With the lightning bolt, Gibbs, JT, or Hunt start 2. I'd go JT and Hunt. I'd go JT and Gibbs. O with the lightning bolt, I'd go JT and Gibbs just barely. J Phenom, PPR flex, I'd go Stevenson. Stevenson over Addison, close, but Stevenson over Addison, very close. By the way, do you want every pick that I make every single day for free? DM me on Instagram. Fumble Sports is the name of my channel, name of my business, the name of my handle over on Instagram. I give away every pick every single day for free. Why? Because you guys are sports fans just like me. You work hard for your money. You love being entertained by sports. You should not have to pay for sports picks. Contributing to the channel is one thing. Paying for people's sports picks is ridiculous. So DM me on Instagram. I give away every pick every single day for free. You want to follow, you want to fade, you want to make fun of me, totally cool. Just DM me on Instagram. You can see every bet that I make every single day for free. Fumble Sports, DM me on Instagram. I give them away for free. Doesn't matter, parlays, game picks, total plays. I give away every single pick every single day. It is just how I operate. So if you want every pick that I make every day, DM me on Instagram. Now, if you want fantasy advice, don't DM me on Instagram because you're never going to get me to answer a fantasy question on Instagram. I'm just letting you know now. That said, I answer fantasy questions on all other platforms. I give out all of my picks on Instagram. You want every pick I make every day? DM me on Instagram. You want fantasy advice? TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter X. That's the place to go. So, with that said, let's get back to your questions because that's what I promised to be doing. NFL guy, I would start Caleb Williams. NFL guy, I'd start Caleb Williams. Hayden, I'd go Mooney. Hayden, Mooney over Dell. Addison Grimm, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. Believe it or not, I like Aaron Rodgers a lot today. I'd go Aaron Rodgers just barely over Stroud. By the way, we've got a couple people hitting me up about the free picks. Thanks for DMing me on Instagram. Like Mason. Mason, thanks for DMing me on Instagram. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. Bet responsibly. If you want to fade, if you want to follow, up to you. DM me on Instagram if you want every bet. Ducky, Duty Tuck, I'd go McLaurin. Duty Tuck, I'd go McLaurin. Avery, I'd go Hawkinson. Avery, I'd go Hawkinson over Pitts, just barely. Brenna Ford, I'd go Mooney over Debo. If Debo were completely healthy, I'd feel differently, but I'd go Mooney over Debo. Mac, Connor, Mooney, or Hill at the flex. It's close between Connor and Mooney. Very close between Connor and Mooney. I lean James Conner, barely, very close though. I lean James Conner. Trey Lee, I'd go Brian Thomas Jr. Trey Lee, I'd go Brian Thomas Jr. Logan O'Neal, thanks for DMing me over on Instagram. You just got every bet I make every day. Christian F, pick 2. I'd go Bijan and James Cook. Bijan and James Cook would be the 2. Carolina N, Pearsall or Bigsby, I'd go Pearsall, I think. I'd actually take the chance. I don't like the matchup is a tough one. Nice catch by Wandale there. Chip, 590, Swift over JT or Kyron. Oh, man, is that close. I don't think so. Man, it's close. I think JT and Kyron both get touchdowns. I would probably leave them in the lineup. Swift would be a great flex option if you have no one else, or if the option is kind of a subpar wide receiver. It's Gavin. I'd go James Cook barely over Connor. I am going Cook over Connor, though. Jam plays MHJ or Cortland Sutton. I'd go MHJ. Jam plays. I'd go MHJ. Thanks for the question. William Eddy, start 2. I'd start Hunt. William Eddy, I would start Kareem Hunt, and if Collins can't go, Puka's a good insurance policy, but it would be Hunt and Collins. Hunt and Collins, William Eddy. Hunt and Collins. Reversed, Brown, Hill, and CeeDee Lamb, pick 2. I'd go Brown and Hill. And I might take the risk on it. Dante, Pickens or Shakir? Dante, I'd go Shakir. Dante, I lean Shakir. Just barely. I just like the matchup with no Amari Cooper potentially, and obviously no Keon Coleman. Bryce, Kyler or Stafford? I'd go Stafford. Stafford just barely. Appreciate the questions. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. JD, Downs or Montgomery or McLaurin, pick 2. JD, I'd go McLaurin and I'd go Downs. I'd go McLaurin and Downs just barely. Jared, Eckler or Mostert? I'd go Eckler. Jared, I'd go Eckler. Maddie S. Goff or Daniels or Williams? Man, tough to not play Jaden Daniels right now, but I'm going to go Caleb Williams. I'm going to go Williams over Daniels. Michael, Pitts or Hunter? I go Pitts. I'd go Pitts over Hunter. Junior, Pearsall or Ray? I'd go Ray. I actually think I'd go Ray McLeod. It's close, but I think I'd lean Ray McLeod. Very, very close, though. Alex, if Nico Collins plays, he is a lock. Yes. Gerardo A., great to see you. Hope you're having a great morning. No, I don't have any great sleepers on that one, buddy. Justin Adams, Little Jordan, Calvin Ridley, Cavante, anytime touchdown. Man, what a ticket. Jared, Eckler or Mostert? Eckler. J. Pat, Goddard or TJ Hawkinson? I'd go Hawkinson. J. Pat, I'd go Hawkinson. King Sloth, 19, choose one. I'd go BTJ. King Sloth, I'd go BTJ. Logan Mayberry, start Tyreek Hill or not risk it and put in Downs. I probably wouldn't risk it and put in Josh Downs, just barely. I like him a lot better with Joe Flacco on the field. Make sure you're hitting that follow button. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're a member of the best community of sports fans across all of social media. But Fumble Sports is live right now. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying the conversation. Make sure you guys throw confetti in the air if you want to pick. By the way, ZDs just subscribed over on Twitch. So we got to get a pick on the board. Every time we get a subscriber, no matter the platform, we will put out another pick. So make sure, Fumble. Damn, Giants didn't get on it. That said, we're going to give out another pick because we got another subscriber. So because we got a new subscriber, we're giving out another pick. So thanks, ZDs. Next pick we're putting up on the board, I'm going to take Vikings minus 3.5. Vikings minus 3.5. I know it's a much larger spread than that. I'm a little nervous about it. I could see a backdoor cover on it, but I like Vikings minus 3.5. Ben, thanks for throwing confetti in the air, Ben. Let's get another player prop bet on the board. Ben threw some confetti, so let's get a pickup on the board. Let's talk about an interception play. Bo Nix over half an interception. Facing a very smart defense, a very good defensive coordinator. I think Bo Nix in Arrowhead throws an interception. So the next player prop bet we're putting up on the board is Bo Nix over half an interception. Bo Nix over half an interception. By the way, guys, we have been live for the last 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us no matter the platform. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and Twitter X. It is so wonderful to be with you on this Sunday. But Fumble Sports is a sports content company created by a sports fan for you sports fans at home. Make sure you hit the follow button. If you love the conversation, hit the like button a bunch of times and let us know that you love what we're putting out there. So grateful for you. Let's get back to answering your fantasy football questions, everyone. Sideways Lex, Chiefs or 49ers defense for rest of season? Don't be surprised if the Chiefs are the better defense. I say Chiefs. Kobe, Pearsall, Thomas, Hawkinson, or Dowdle. I'd go Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. just barely over Hawkinson. Ben, Tua or Stroud? Ben, I'd go Stroud. Tony, Waddle, Pickens, Hawkinson at the flex. I lean slightly, I think, towards Waddle, just barely over Hawkinson. Donnie Kane, London or Hill? I'd go Drake London. Extended mags, pick one. Wide receiver, Hopkins, Johnston, or Noah Brown? I would go Hopkins. I'd go Hopkins. Donnie, I think Drake London's going to play. I saw earlier Ian Rappaport say even with the hip pointer injury, Drake London is most likely to play, so not worried about it. Gerardo, hope you're having a great day, buddy. Appreciate your questions. Johnny B, Cooper or risk it with Nico? I'd risk it with Nico because Cooper's a risk in and of itself. If that's Cooper Kupp, I'd go Cooper Kupp, but I'd risk it with Nico if it's Amari Cooper. Victor, Gold, Puka, or Pickens? I think I lean slightly, believe it or not, slightly towards Pickens. Kobe, Kessler, Pearsall, Thomas. Oh, got that one. Kobe, it's Thomas. Cord Lord. I'd go with the Philly defense. I'd go Philly defense just barely. Very close on that one. Alex Silva, I'd go Hawkinson over Ingram. Super close. I think it's a coin flip, but I'm leaning Hawkinson just barely. Cameron, is Nico going to play? I don't quite know. I think he's a game time decision. I think he's going to play. I think it got out there a little bit that they're leaning towards him playing, but I do think there's some risk there. Evan T, is Tyreek Hill going to... I love that you guys ask if I know more than the people on social media. Guys, I wish I did. I wish I had a crystal ball. I don't know more than Ian Rappaport. I don't know more than Adam Schefter. I'm following their social media just like you are. I'm playing out the various scenarios of who's the better start or who's the better sit. But I also want to let you guys know, when it comes to who's healthy and not, I'm reading the same reports you are. So I wish I were more dialed in. But I study data analytics, quantitative analysis. I'm not an NFL insider in terms of talking to GMs or trainers or agents or things like that. Hojo, London, Devontae, or Debo, sit one. Man, very close. With London's questionable status and with his how he's been banged up, Debo, same thing. But I still think I'd go London and Debo because they have the better matchups. I think I go London and Debo just barely over Devontae. But if you're worried about either one from a health standpoint, I would make the switch. By the way, Chuba Hubbard is tearing up the Giants' run defense right now. Chuba Hubbard is dominating the run defense of the New York Giants right now. He is having a monster game. As you guys know, we took him at over 59.5 rushing yards. That is looking phenomenal right now. He might have even crossed that already with how he's performed so far. That said, I do have Giants -3, so little nervous early on given how the Panthers are playing in terms of dominating the line of scrimmage. I did not expect that. And Bryce Young's playing well right now. Tony, Russell Wilson or C.J. Stroud? Tony, I'd go C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud would be the play. When we hit 20 shares on TikTok, we're going to give out another pick. 20 shares on TikTok, we're going to give out another pick, everyone. Hi, I'm Toby. I lean slightly towards BTJ. Hi, I'm Toby. I'd go BTJ. Donnie Kane, am I worried about Hill's wrist injury? Yes, I am, because it popped up later in the week. Sounded like it was fine early on, and the nervousness of the Dolphins has increased, and that makes me nervous on the other side. So, yes, I am a little bit concerned right now. Beto Reyes, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Beto Reyes, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Johnny B, I would sit Achan. Johnny B, I'd sit Achan barely. I think you've got 4 great options. I'd sit Achan just barely, though. I think even he could have a good game. Enrique, start 3. Enrique, I'd go Jefferson. Nico, and Downs. I'd go Jefferson, Nico, and Downs. Matt Paul, I'd go McLaurin. Matt Paul, I'd go McLaurin. FS300, I'd go Rashad White. FS300, I lean Rashad White. Chad Pohl, wide receiver spot. I start J-Mo, Xworthy, or Jennings. I would go Jennings on that one. Extended mags, you think Kincaid will outplay Quentin Johnston? Yes, I think Quentin Johnston's got a bad matchup this week. Not Negs, I'd go Pickens. Appreciate the question. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. When we get to 20 shares on TikTok, we will give out another free pick. 20 shares on TikTok, free pick. Fitz Golfs, I'd go Debo. Barely over Shakir. Debo barely over Shakir. Lucas Serpico, I'd go Pickens. Because it's PPR. User 7977, I'd go Chiefs. User 7977, I lean Chiefs. Sawyer, I'd go J-Mo. Matty Pups, I'd go Kincaid. I lean Kincaid just barely. Luigi, I'd sit Montgomery. I think I'd sit Montgomery just barely. Connor H, I would start Mooney and Pickens. Mrs. Lady, I'd go James Conner. Alex Brooks, I'd go Devontae Adams. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that like button. We have been live for a full hour. We have another 2 another 2 hours. Another 2 hours and 30 minutes of answering questions. So let's keep at it. Tim, I'd go Waddle. Tim, I'd go Waddle. Brandon Young, I lean slightly, I think, towards Mahomes. I don't like any of those quarterback options, but I lean slightly, I think, towards Mahomes. Marisol, I'd go Debo. Marisol, I'd go Debo. Sloppy, I'd go Rodgers. Sloppy, I'd go Rodgers over Russell Wilson. Sawyer, I'd go Jamo. Sawyer, Jamo. Jordan, I'd go Swift over Hopkins. Jordan, Swift over Hopkins. The Josh King, I'd go Josh Downs. The Josh King, I think I'd go Josh Downs. JP, I lean slightly towards London, just barely. I lean London just barely. I'm a little worried about him being banged up, but I think he's got the better matchup. So, Cook, I'd go Swift and James Conner. Cook, I'd go Swift and James Conner. User 79, I lean slightly, I think, towards Ingram. I'm going to lean slightly towards Ingram on this, though I am a little nervous about it. Appreciate the questions. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, enjoying the conversation. Make sure you hit that follow button, everybody. Quishine, pick 2. I'd go Addison and Brian Thomas Jr. Quishine, Addison and Brian Thomas Jr. Deadpool, I'd go Tank Dell. Deadpool, I'd go Tank Dell. Appreciate the question. Ion, Chuba Hubbard's already playing, bud. I would have said go with Chuba Hubbard. He's already playing. Elijah, Waddle or Moore? Close. Elijah, I think I'd go Waddle. I just think Christian Gonzalez against Moore is a tough matchup. Tony, I'd go Stroud. Tony, I'd go Stroud. Hojo, I'd go... That's close, Hojo. That's close. I think I lean slightly towards... Wow, that's close. Between the Chiefs and the Bears defense, that's a very close play. I think I lean slightly towards the Bears. Hojo, I'm leaning Bears, but close. Do I think Nico Collins plays? Yes, I do. Noah Carter, I'd go Waddle. Noah Carter, I'd go Waddle. Jake, I'd go Shakir. Jake, I'd go Shakir. Thanks for the questions. Appreciate the support. 20 shares, guys. When we get to 20 shares, we're going to give out another pick. So we still have a lot of work to do. We have 15 shares to go to get another free pick on the board. Esteban, I'd go Bears. Esteban, I'd go Bears. James Cook wants Cook wants another pick. Cook wants another pick. So let's get another pick up on the board. Another pick making its way to the big board. Let's get a game pick up on the board, everybody. I am going to take, let's go. This may surprise some of you. I'm going to take 49ers and Buccaneers under. I'm going to take 49ers and Buccaneers under. 49ers and Buccaneers under 53. 49ers and Buccaneers under 53. Next pick that I'm putting up on the board. I think this game could have a lot of yards. I think the points may not be as high as we think. So I'm going to take 49ers and Buccaneers under 53. That's the next pick I'm putting up on the board. Again, every time we get live goal confetti or a subscriber across any of our platforms, we give out a pick. And when we hit 20 shares, we're going to give out a free pick. 20 shares to get a free pick. Nathan, should I start CMC or Jonathan Taylor? Nathan, I'd go Jonathan Taylor. Nathan, Jonathan Taylor. Big Mike, I'd go Ingram. Big Mike, I'd go Ingram. Libra, I'd go Tua. Libra, I'd go Tua Tagovailoa. Oxnard, I'd go Tyreek Hill if he's healthy. Oxnard, I lean Tyreek Hill just barely. Nathan, I'd go Jonathan Taylor. Pat, happy morning to you. Hope you're having a great day. I lean Stevenson over Waddle. Very, very close. Maybe with no Tyreek Hill, that changes slightly as the Panthers get a field goal. Yikes, Giants down 2. I lean Stevenson because I think he gets a touchdown, but I think it's very close. Deborah, I'd go Debo. Deborah, I'd go Debo. Debo Samuel. Natalie, I'd go James Cook just barely. Natalie, James Cook just barely. Appreciate you being with us. Make sure you hit the follow button. That way you never miss our show. Lissandro, I'd go Kincaid. Lissandro, I'd go Kincaid. Sea-Doo, I'd go. Neighbors is already playing, bud, so you missed on that one. Sea-Doo, I'd go Hunt and Connor. Hunt and Connor. Isaiah, I'd go Stafford. Isaiah, I'd go Matt Stafford. Porter, I'd go Oof. Hunter Adams is close. I lean Devontae Adams just barely. I lean Devontae Adams just barely. Season Athletics, Season Athletics, I'd go Adams and Mooney. Season Athletics, Adams and Mooney. Luciano, I think I'd go Nico Collins, but if he can't play, Cup's a good insurance policy, so I'd go Nico, and Cup can be the insurance policy. Rachel, I'd go Najee Harris. Perry B, I think I lean Keenan Allen just barely. Very close, but I lean Keenan Allen just barely. Cord Lord, I'd go Bucky. User, I'm going to lean slightly towards Kyler. I lean slightly towards Kyler because of the rushing yards opportunities. I think that's the best part of it, the best part of his value. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Johnny B, I think I lean CJ Stafford just barely. CJ Stafford. I think I lean CJ Stroud just barely, bud. Matt Roma, I'd go Rashad White. Porter, I'd go Jaden Daniels. Appreciate the question. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, enjoying the show. Man, Daniel Jones sucks. Rachel, is it worth it to play Tyreek Hill? I might hold out hope for him. Drop Dad Gorgeous. Anytime touchdown for Tracy. I'm hoping on it. Still waiting for him to show up, honestly. He hasn't had the kind of start to the game I was expecting. I thought the Giants would be much better running the football. They're throwing the ball too much for me. They're down 10 points to the Panthers, and funny enough, the way the Panthers are playing is how I thought the Giants would play. I thought they'd run the football. I thought they'd try to own the line of scrimmage. I thought they would try to wear down the opposing team. They haven't really tried to do that, and when they have, hasn't been as successful as I expected. Daniel Jones with the rush. Nice run there by Daniel Jones, to be fair. That's the one thing about him. He's a physical runner. I do like that. NFL guy, I'd go Cousins. Ernie Torres, I'd go Kareem Hunt. I'd go Kareem Hunt on that one. Thanks for the question. Randall, flex 2. Randall, I'd go Pickens and Shakir. Chris, start 2. McLaurin, Dell, BTJ, and Dennings. Chris, I'd go Dell and BTJ. Chris, I'll go McLaurin and BTJ. Chris, I'm going to go McLaurin and BTJ just ahead of Dell. Nice catch. Los Aviation, I'd go CMC. Mickey, I'd go Keenan Allen. I lean Keenan Allen. Andrew 8, I lean slightly towards McConkey. Colin Hamilton, I'd go James Cook and CMC. Marta, I'd go Kareem Hunt. One fan's got a Danny Euros sign. That's actually pretty funny. Luperio, I'd go Waddle. Pachuco, TTV, I'd go Dell. Good defense on Neighbors. Appreciate you guys joining us. Push forward, I'm going to lean Kyler Murray just barely. Very close, but I'm going to lean Kyler Murray just barely. Both have tough matchups. Bryce, I'd go Cooper Kupp. Over Hill. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Hope we're getting you off to a good start. Ian McCready, I'd go Darnold. Jared Smith, I'd lean slightly towards the Bear. Jared Smith, I'd go Eagles. And Noel, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Tyrone Tracy Jr. just got rocked. I hate that play. I hate how they just did it. Man, Brian Daboll might be playing himself out of a job, to be honest. Alonzo, thoughts on CeeDee Lamb? Low on his value. Very low on his value. Don't like him. Caroline Teets, pick 2, please. I'd go Kareem Hunt and Montgomery. Caroline, I'd go Kareem Hunt and David Montgomery. Yo, what's good, Skib? Hope you're having a great day. Todd Davis, I'd go Mooney. MK, I'd go Adams and Smith. B. Rogers, I'd go Najee just barely. B. Rogers, Najee just barely. Looks like the Giants are going to be set up for a field goal. Terry or Nico Collins, I have JJ and Zay already played. And, yep. I lean slightly towards Terry McLaurin just because I'm a little nervous about Nico's health. So I lean Terry McLaurin. AR, start BTJ. AR, I would start BTJ. Colin Hamilton, I'd go Kyler Murray. Colin Hamilton, I'd go Kyler Murray. Emilio, pick one, I'd go Emilio. I'm going to go Kareem Hunt just barely. I'd go London if I wasn't worried about the hip, but I am just enough. I'm going to go Hunt just barely, even though London's got a great matchup. Giants missed the kick. Unbelievable. Giants are the Giants with a missed field goal. Gano, terrible. What a joke. What a joke the Giants are. Here I took Giants -3 and making me look like a joke. Unbelievable. Chris, start CMC? Yes, I would. Giants are playing awful football. Spencer, please pick two. CMC, Devontae Downs, Pickens, or Waddle. I'm going to lean towards... I'd go CMC and Smith. I'd go CMC and Smith, just barely, Spencer. Kier, cut one. I'd cut Ferguson. Kier, I'd cut Ferguson. Alex, I'd go Najee. Alex, I'd go Najee. Cho, I'd go Jennings. Cho, I'd go Jennings. Lord of the Dark Weekend, I would play CMC. B. Rogers, I'd go Russell Wilson. B. Rogers, I'd go Russell Wilson. J Mart, I'd go DJ Moore. J Mart, I'd go DJ Moore. Aaron, I'd go JMO. Aaron, I'd go JMO. Jake, I'd go Mooney. Jake, I'd go Mooney. TV, I'd go Javante. TV, I'd go Javante, just barely over Algier. Anthony, I'd go Caleb Williams. Anthony, I'd go Caleb Williams, just barely over Stroud. Cam, I'd go Devontae Adams. Cam, I'd go Devontae Adams. Alwarzo, I'd go London. Alwarzo, I'd go London. What the Sigma? What's up? I don't understand the question. What's good, bud? Gorilla, I'd go Darnold. Gorilla, I'd go Darnold. Post, I'd go Adunze. Post, I'd actually go Adunze. Jason Garcia, I'd go Goff. Jason Garcia, I'd go Goff. Appreciate the questions. Hope you're enjoying the show. Make sure you hit that follow button. No matter the platform you're watching on, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you never miss our show. Sideways Lex, I lean towards Tua rest of season. If he can stay healthy, I lean towards Tua rest of season. FS, I'd go McConkey. FS, I'd go McConkey. Amy 1010, I'd go Bucky. Amy 1010, I'd go Bucky. Marta, I'd go London and D-Hop. Marta, I'd go London and D-Hop. Smokey, Eileen Dell. Smokey, I'd go Dell just barely. Hope you guys are doing well. Gianni, I'd go Pearsall. Gianni, I'd go Pearsall. Kieran, I would start Nico. Liam, I'd go Hunt. Liam, I'd go Kareem Hunt. DGT, I'd go Addison. DGTL, I'd go Addison. Benny Devella, I'd go Hunt. Benny, I'd go Kareem Hunt. DYTFT, I'd go Waddle. TYFT, I'd go Waddle. Oh, Miles Sanders looks hurt on that. Juggernaut, I'd go McLaurin. Juggernaut, I'd go McLaurin. Spencer, I lean slightly towards Devontae Adams. Spencer, I lean slightly towards Devontae Adams. Nathan Boyd, need as much upside. Nathan Boyd, need as much upside as possible since I played Jamar Chase. I'd go Jones and McCaffrey. By the way, I think it's a bad injury for Miles Sanders. I think it's a really bad injury. This looks like a bad ankle injury. I hope they don't show it. The way he's reacting looked really bad on the broadcast. Stoney, I'm going to go Rodgers barely over Darnold. It's close, but I'm going to go Rodgers barely over Darnold. Very close, though. Dylan Friedman, I'd go bench 3. Dylan, you've got great options this week. I would bench Dell, Cup, and Downs. Dylan, I'd bench Dell, Downs, and Cup. Dell, Downs, and Cup, Dylan. Dell, Downs, and Cup would be the 3 that I would bench. Crazy Legs, I'd go Nico, and if Nico can't play, Dell's a good option, but I'd go Nico over Dell. Michael, I'd go Mooney. Michael Schumacher, I'd go Mooney. Shitty McGiggle Farts, I'd go Downs. Shitty McGiggle Farts, I'd go Downs. Rich Homie, Tyreek Hill, yeah, I think Tyreek Hill is very, very risky right now. Marco, I'd go Dell and Moore. Marco, I'd go Dell and Moore. Dell and Moore. Tree, Eileen Drake London. Tree, Eileen Drake London. D, Ashtray Moore. D, Ashtray Moore. I'd start Hunt and Nico. And if Nico can't go, Puka's a good insurance play. So, D, Ashtray Moore. I'd go Hunt and Nico Collins. Quig, I'd go Taysom Hill. Quig, I'd start Taysom Hill. Jose Lopez, I'd go Joe Flacco. Jose Lopez, Eileen Joe Flacco just barely. Appreciate the questions. If you guys want more picks, when we hit 20 shares, we will give out a pick. When we get live goal confetti, we will give out a pick. If we get a subscriber on TikTok or any of our channels, we give out a pick up on the big board. If you guys want my picks every day for free, if you don't want to wait around for them individually, DM me on Instagram. But Fumble Sports is my handle on Instagram. If you want every bet that I make every day for free, But Fumble Sports, just DM me on Instagram. I give them away for free. They're never behind a paywall, never hidden, never deleted. So if you want a lot of transparency and you want to see every pick I make every day, DM me on Instagram. And unfortunately, like I suspected, they got the card out for Miles Sanders. This looked bad. This looked like an ankle break, and Achilles. This looked like something that was season ending. The way he reacted, he immediately knew that this was a devastating injury. Awful for Miles Sanders. Very, very sad. Really, really unfortunate. Back to your fantasy questions as unfortunately we move on. Aiden, Herbert, or Murray? I'm going to lean just slightly towards Murray. I lean slightly towards Kyler Murray, just barely. Fabian, I'd go Hawkinson just barely over Kincaid. Very close, but Hawkinson just barely over Kincaid. Amanda, I'd go Mooney. Amanda, I'd go with Mooney. Dan, I'd go Dell over Puka. Dan, I'd go Dell over Puka. AJG, I'd go Debo. AJG, I would go with Debo. Cook, I'd go Rodgers over Mahomes. Cook, I'd go Rodgers over Mahomes. Kieran, I'd go Nico Collins and Ridley. I'd go Nico Collins and Ridley. Roy Garcia, I'd go... Would I trade Nico for Debo or Adams? Probably not. If I were to do it, it would be for Adams, but probably not, actually. When Nico is healthy and playing, he is one of the best wide receivers in the league. I wouldn't give up on him too easily. Okay, Justin, I'd go Bucky over Javonte. Bucky over Javonte, I think, just barely. Brandon Young, I'm going to go Taysom Hill. Brandon Young, I'm going to go Taysom Hill. Jaden, I'd go Collins, Wilson, and Smith, and Kupp would be my insurance play. So Jaden, I'd go Collins, Wilson, and Smith, with Kupp being the insurance play for Collins if he's ruled out. Nicholas, I'd go Waddle. Nicholas, I'd go Waddle. T. Cardi, I'd go DJ Moore. T. Cardi, I'd go DJ Moore. Nay, I don't know what's going on with Tyrone Tracy. Like, I don't understand. Like, he's not getting any opportunities. I hate the offense they've called for him. It's just a terrible play. I don't understand it. Tyrone Tracy is not getting the opportunities I expected. So I'm very disappointed in that. But a lot of game left to be played. Just waiting on that. Just a little nervous about it. Alina, Nico Collins, I would play him. I'd probably play him right now. Baller, I feel better about Nico Collins than I do Tyreek Hill for those out there. Baller 49, who do I drop in PPR? I would drop Tillman. I would drop Tillman right now. Hojo, I'd go London. Hojo, I'd go London. Shad, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Shad, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Jorge, I'd go CJ Stroud. Jorge Martinez, I'd go CJ Stroud. Shy Martinez, I'd go DJ Moore. Chi-Town, I'd go DJ Moore. Chi-Town, I'd go DJ Moore. Will, I'd go Devontae Smith. Will, I'd go Devontae Smith. Noah, I'd go Shakir. Noah, I'd go Shakir. Tree, I'd go Stevenson just barely. Tree, I'd go Stevenson just barely. A, I have Chase. Should I start Nico and take the risk? Yeah, I think you're okay. Savage Academy, I'd go Downs. Savage Academy, I'd go Downs just barely. Mr. Mari, I'd go Mooney and Moore. Mr. Mari, I'd go Mooney and Moore. FS, I'd go Goff. FS 300, I'd go Goff. Ryan, I'd go Cousins over Goff. Ryan, I'd go Cousins over Goff. Tyler, I'd go Tua over Murray. Tyler, I'd go Tua over Murray. Christian, I'd go Shakir over Kincaid. Christian, I'd go Shakir over Kincaid. Caden Kimes, would you trade JT for Nico and Brian Robinson Jr.? Yes, I would. Caden Kimes, I would do that trade. Andre, I'd go Taysom Hill. Andre, I'd go Taysom Hill. Appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you're enjoying the show. Oxnard Eagle, I'd go Kyle Pitts. Oxnard Eagle, I'd go Kyle Pitts. Appreciate the question. Hope you're enjoying the show. Make sure you hit that follow button. When we get live gold confetti, we will put another pickup on the board. Live gold confetti, we will put another pickup on the board. Make sure you guys are following. Make sure you're subscribing. JD, I'd go Russell Wilson, believe it or not. JD, I'd go Russell Wilson, believe it or not. And Bills haven't beat Colts at home since 1988. What do you think happens today? I think the Bills do win today. I do have Bills on the money line. I'll put it up on the big board. I do have Bills on the money line. Bills money line is the pick I'm putting up on the board. So next pick, I know they've struggled historically there, but I do have Bills money line up on the big board. By the way, Giants have played such a stupid game. They're missing kicks. They have penalties. They're like, the New York Football Giants are a poorly coached team. I hate saying that. Brian Daboll, I like him as a coach. I like him as a coordinator, but they're a poorly coached team. Caden Kimes, I'd go Joe Flacco. Caden Kimes, I'd go Flacco. And Vikings -6.5. I took them at -3.5. I'm a little bit nervous about the -6.5. I took them at -3.5. User 27, I'd go Brock Purdy. User 27, I'd go Brock Purdy. Squealers, what's good? User 67, I'd go Taysom Hill. User 67, I'd go Taysom Hill. Isaac, I'd go Tank Dell. Isaac, I'd go Tank Dell. Jason, I'd go Puka. Jason, I'd go Puka. Felix, I'd go Stafford. Felix, I'd go Stafford. By the way, Stanford, I don't know how you, like, Stafford, buddy. Ray Berry, I'd go Caleb Williams. Ray Berry, I'd go Caleb Williams. Jimmy Tierney, I'd go Rashad White. Jimmy Tierney, I'd go with Rashad White. Thanks for the question. If you guys have questions, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you're throwing them up on the screen, because I want to answer as many as I can. So throw your questions and comments up on the chat, because that's what we're here for. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So throw your questions on the chat. By the way, again, if you want every pick I make every day for free, DM me on Instagram, Fumble Sports. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make every day for free, regardless of the sport, regardless of the type of bet. Overs, unders, game picks, player props, all of my picks are available for free. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram. Why? Because I think you guys shouldn't have to pay for picks. I'm a big believer in that, so just DM me on Instagram. Tem Yalima, start 2. Tem, I'd go BTJ and Dell. I'd go BTJ and Dell just barely over Addison. BTJ and Dell. W. Hamilton, I'd go Aaron Jones, believe it or not. W. Hamilton, I'd go Aaron Jones, just barely. Jacob, I'd go Addison. Jacob, I'd go Addison. Peyton, I'd go Aaron Jones. Peyton, I'd go Aaron Jones. Tony, I don't know what's going on with Tyrone Tracy Jr., still holding out hope. We're waiting to see, but I am very disappointed with how the Giants have played. I've been very disappointed with how they've used him. Tyrone Tracy Jr. needs to get it going. Like, let's go. Like, from this point on, for the next 10 minutes and one half, we need Tyrone Tracy Jr. to ball the hell out. Let's go, Giants. Like, let's play like we're not one of the shittiest teams in the NFL. You're playing the Carolina Panthers, who haven't won back-to-back games in years. Like, let's put it together right now. Right now, Giants. Like, that's what we need. Tyrone Tracy Jr. and some good Giants play. C. Dave, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. C. Dave, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. Jack, I'd go Downs just barely. Jack, I would go Downs just barely. There he is. Tyrone Tracy Jr., there he is. By the way, see what happens when you use him? Like, look at that. He got a quick, 20 yards in the last 2 plays. Like, look at that. Wow, the Giants are moving the football. Let's go. Uriah, you think Tyreek Hill going to be healthy? I'm very nervous about it. I'm leaning closer towards fading him than I am playing him. Jacob Garner, I'd go Stevenson barely. Very close, but I'd go Stevenson just barely. Max Haynes, I'd go Sutton. Max Haynes, I'd go Sutton. Let's go. By the way, keep feeding him the ball. Keep feeding him the ball. You see what's happening, Giants? You see what's happening? Like, you use him, he does well. Like, let's notice the trend here. Notice the trend. Temulima, I'd go Temulima, I'll go Dell. Temulima, I'll go Dell on that one just barely. Dell over BTJ just barely. Justin, I'd go Bucky. Justin, I'd go Bucky. Toke, I'd go Rodgers. Toke, I'd go Aaron Rodgers, barely over Williams, but I'll go Rodgers. G. Singh, I'd go, which Williams is it? G. Singh, which Williams? Not quite sure who you have. So let us know which Williams. Bryant Smith, I'd go James Conner barely. Bryant Smith, I'm going to go James Conner just barely over Hunt. I think they have got very similar matchups, very similar point opportunities. I'm going to go James Conner just barely. By the way, Drew hit me up on Instagram and is like, hey, I want those daily picks. Drew, you just got every one of them. Because when you DM me on Instagram, you can see every bet that I make every single day. On the Sharps app, the Sharps app's like a bulletin board for sports bettors. Every bet that I make every single day is available. Why did you do a flea flicker? It's 3rd and 1. What is Brian Daboll doing? Brian Daboll deserves to be fired. Brian Daboll deserves to be fired for the coaching job. It's 3rd and 1. You're down 10 points. Why would you run a flea flicker? That is one of the dumbest play calls of the 2024 season. Wan'Dale Robinson, by the way, is wide open. Don't get me wrong. It's not that he's not open. It's not that the play wasn't designed to get a player open. It's 3rd and 1. The arrogance of a team that's down 10 points to the Carolina Panthers to run a trick play. The arrogance of a team that is 2-7, losing by 10 points to a 2-7 team. Brian Daboll deserves to be fired. I don't say this lightly. Brian Daboll deserves to be fired. This is an embarrassing performance. You're down 10 points. It's 3rd and 1. Just get the first down. If you want to get the first down and then run the flea flicker, I love it. I love it. Running a flea flicker on a 3rd and 1 when you're down 10 points is one of the dumbest play calls I have ever seen. Ever seen. Brian Daboll deserves to be fired. That was an awful play call. Awful. You have Daniel Jones, a good running quarterback. Tyrone Tracy Jr. is finally running the ball. And you run a flea flicker on 3rd and 1 down 10 points to the Panthers. Forgive me. I got to take a sip because otherwise I'm going to boil the frick over. That is one of the worst play calls I have ever seen. Wow. Okay. Woosah. Serenity now. Serenity now. Okay. Tino Ack. We're back at it. Tino, I would go Gibbs. Tino, I'd go Gibbs on that one. I'd go Gibbs, Tino. My blood pressure just, woo. Squealers, I'd go Caleb Williams. Squealers, I'd go Caleb Williams and Waddle. Williams and Waddle, Squealers. Paulie, I'd go Falcons defense. Paulie, I'd go Falcons defense. Cole Fitterer, I'd go Mooney. Cole Fitterer, I'd go Mooney, just barely. Jacob, I'd go Jamison Williams. Jacob Ramos, I'd go Jamison Williams. Appreciate the question. Luke, pick one. Nico, Shop, or Amari. I'm assuming that's D-Hop. Luke, I'd go Nico Collins. Luke, I'd go Nico Collins. Brian, I'm not a Giants fan, ironically. I'm not a Giants fan. I just like good football, and that was atrocious football. So funny enough, I'm not even a Giants fan. I just like good football. Did I bet on the Giants? Yes. I did bet on the Giants to win today. Yes, I did. That said, that is one of the worst play calls I've ever seen. That is one of the worst play calls I've ever seen. That is a fireable offense. Your team is playing poorly. It's down 10 points. You just need momentum. Your kicker missed a kick. All you got to do is just get a little bit of momentum. Just get on the board. Wow. I am flabbergasted with how bad a play that was. Sorry. Wan'Dale Robinson was wide open. Don't get me wrong. Not a bad play design. Terrible time for the play call. Seth, I'd go Brian Thomas Jr. Seth Merrill, Brian Thomas Jr. User 36, Eileen Mooney. User 36, I think Eileen Murray, just barely. User 36, Eileen Murray, just barely. Bo, I'd go Chiefs defense. Bo, I'd go Chiefs defense. Jacob, I'd go Steelers defense. Jacob, I'd go Steelers defense. Connor Donaldson, I'd go Jennings. Connor Donaldson, Eileen Jennings, just barely. Emmett Bailey, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Emmett Bailey, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Jordan Johnson, how do you feel about Shakir today? I like him. Like Shakir. Zeta, I'd go Tua. Zeta, I'd go Tua. Thanks for the question. Toke, I'd go C.J. Stroud. Toke, I'd go C.J. Stroud. Jeremy, I lean slightly towards Downs. Jeremy, I lean slightly towards Josh Downs. B, I'd go Mooney. B, I'd go Mooney. Shaw, I'd go Hawkinson. Shaw, I'd go Hawkinson. I don't know why you're leading Ferguson. I'd go Hawkinson. Pat, I'd go Stafford. Pat, I'd go Stafford. Colin, I'd go Eckler. Colin Kelly, I'd go Eckler. Gabe, I'd go Sam Darnold, believe it or not. I lean Darnold just barely because the matchup is favorable in his, just barely. Oh, big drop pass. Big drop pass. Carolina had the first down. Quiron, I'd go Kyler. Quiron Avery, I'd go Kyler. Eric T. Hill? LGP Elite, great to see you. I'd go Eagles defense. LGP Elite, I'd go Eagles defense. Raul, I'd go Laporta. Raul, I lean Laporta just barely. I think Giano Smith is an interesting idea if Tyreek Hill is out as an insurance policy, but I'd rather play Laporta. User 29, I'd go JT. User 29, I'd go JT. Great punt. Giants need something. I mean, they get the ball back, but Giants need to put up points. Riley Becker, I'd go Kyler Murray. Riley Becker, I'd go Kyler Murray. Nick Bear, I lean slightly towards Taysom Hill. Nick Bear, I'd go Taysom Hill on that one. Appreciate the question. Hope you're enjoying the show. Make sure that you guys share the channel. If there's someone in your world who's a big sports fan, make sure they know about Butt Fumble Sports. Share the channel. We're almost getting to the holiday season. Be a good person. Share the channel of Butt Fumble Sports with sports fans in your universe. By the way, Rick, thanks so much for throwing some confetti in the air. Because of that, we're going to put another pickup on the board. I am going to take Broncos and Chiefs. Broncos and Chiefs, I'm going to go under. Broncos and Chiefs under 45.5. Broncos and Chiefs under 45.5 is the next pick we're putting up on the board. Broncos, Chiefs under 45.5 points. Appreciate the question. Nathan Van, pick 2. I'd go Adunze and Henry. Nathan Van, I'd go Adunze and Henry. Harvey, I'd go Jennings. Harvey Specter, I'd go Jennings. Buttonless, I'd go Jennings. Matthew, I think Nico Collins is a play if he's healthy, and I think he is going to play. Minnie, I'd go Darnold. I'd go Darnold and Chiefs defense. Darnold and Chiefs defense, Mini. Tommy, I'd go Tommy. Between Purdy and Darnold, it's very close. I think both could have monster games. I think I lean slightly towards Darnold. Tommy, I'm leaning Darnold just barely, very close. Ricardo, we are firing up CMC today. Matthew Brett, I'd go James Cook. Matthew Brett, I'd go James Cook. Yeah, I love this package they're doing on the live broadcast. They're just showing how bad a quarterback Daniel Jones is. Giovanni Ruiz, trade DK and Aaron Jones for Kyron. No, I would not actually, and I would start Stafford. Giovanni, I would not do the trade, and I would start Stafford. Paulie, I'd go with Dunze. Paulie, I'd go with Dunze. Salah, Jake Ferguson, or hit waivers. What's on waivers? Trey Wimp, great to see you. I'd go Kareem Hunt and Darnold. Trey Wimp, I'd go Kareem Hunt and Darnold. Appreciate the questions. Hope you're enjoying the show. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Temya Lima, I prefer Hill because the matchup, but if you're nervous about the health, D-Hop is the play. Yo, John Tosh, what's good? Bucky for Worthy and Jacoby Myers? Yes, I would. John Tosh, yes, I would do that trade. Appreciate the question. Yes, I would. Tony Delgado. Come on, Neighbors. Nice play by Malik Neighbors to get some more yards. Tony Delgado, they are back on the field. Let's see if they learn from their mistakes. I agree with you. Good morning, Kyle Klein. Any TD props? We need some confetti or some shares to get TDs on the board. So if you want an anytime touchdown play, make sure you're throwing some confetti in the air. Salah, I'd go Jonnu Smith. Salah, I'd go Jonnu Smith. D. Farland, I'd go D. Farland, I'd go McLaurin. D. Farland, I'd go McLaurin. Chi-Town Lucky, I'd go Addison. Chi-Town Lucky, I lean Addison just barely. John, I'd go Najee. John, I'd go Najee. Kyle Klein, I'll put TDs on the board, but we need subscribers, shares. We need to get some people activated. Greek Boy, I'd go London. Greek Boy 12, I'd go Drake London. Andy, I'd go DJ Moore. Andy Velasco, I'd go DJ Moore just barely. LGP Elite, I'd go Hawkinson. LGP Elite, I'd go Hawkinson. Zeta Vino, I'd go Debo. Zeta Vino, I'd go Debo. At 20 shares, we'll give out an anytime touchdown play. How about that? At 20 shares, anytime touchdown play. C-Man, I'd go Waddle. C-Man, I'd go Waddle. Zeta, I'd go Debo. Zeta, I'd go Debo. Appreciate the question. Is that a catch? No catch. Michael, I'd go with Dunze. Michael, I'd go with Dunze just barely. Mesh the one. Pick two. Yeah, that bounced. Mesh the one. I'd go Irving and Williams. Mesh the one. I'd go with the two running backs. Gavin, I lean slightly towards Ray Davis, I think, Gavin. Thanks for the confetti. Let's get an anytime touchdown play on the board, everybody. Anytime touchdown play making its way to the big board now. Ready, set, anytime touchdown play activated. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, anytime touchdown is on the board, everybody. That's the next pick we're putting up on the big board. Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone. Anytime touchdown play. Appreciate the confetti up in the air. T. Young, I would start CMC. T. Young, I would start CMC. Mike, pick two. Mike, I'd go Debo and BTJ. Mike Katina, I'd go BTJ and Debo. BTJ and Debo. Diego, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Diego, I lean Garrett Wilson just barely. Seabass, I'd go McLaurin. Seabass, I'd go McLaurin. 3rd and 6 for the Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson, another catch. Cooper G, I'd go Cooper G. I'm leaning Ingram just barely over Kincaid. Very close, but leaning Ingram just barely over Kincaid. Very close, though. Robert Gladstone, I'd go Collins. I'd go Collins. Dan Reese, I'd go BTJ. Dan Reese, I'd go BTJ. Carson, I'd go Nico. Carson, I would start Nico. Zeta Vino, thanks so much for the confetti, by the way. I didn't shout you out. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Tyrone Tracy Jr. with the best freaking play of the day. What were we saying, everybody? Run that man. Use that man. Tyrone Tracy Jr., let's go, everyone. Tony Delgado, I'd go Otten. Tony Delgado, I'd go Otten. John Tosh, I'd go Tua. John Tosh, I'd go Tua. Nick, I'd go James Cook. Nick, I'd go James Cook. Zeta Vino, appreciate you. B. Moses, I'd go, ooh. B. Moses, it's close. I think I'd go Jalen Hurts just because I think he gets a rushing touchdown. So I'm going to go Hurts over Darnold, but man, very, very close. We've hit the 2-minute warning in Germany. Giants have had a ton of chances and have gotten no points. They're in the red zone for the first time, or on the edge of it. Down 10 points, boy, do they need a touchdown. They need a touchdown. They've missed a field goal. They need a touchdown. They need to make it 10-7, get out there for the second half, put a point on the board, and make it a tie game or take a lead. Chuck Acklin, I'd go Drake London. Chuck Acklin, Drake London. Salah, I'm really high on Marvin Harrison Jr. rest of season. Coop, I'd go Mooney. Coop DeVille, I'd go Mooney. Let's get those shares up, everyone. Make sure you're sharing the channel. Money, I'd go Aaron Jones, A.J. Brown. Money, I'd go A.J. Brown over BTJ. Cook, I'd go KC defense. Cook, I'd go KC defense. Luke, I'd go BTJ and more. Luke, I'd go BTJ and more. Share the channel, everyone. Show some love for the next 5 minutes. For the next 5 minutes until 10:50. Share the channel as much as you can. Don't hit the like button. Share the channel as much as you can. For every 20 shares, we're going to give out a pick. So share the channel. I'm challenging you on TikTok. Share the channel as much as you can in the next 5 minutes. Challenging you, folks. PP, I'd go BTJ. PP, I'd go BTJ. Mike, I would go Dell. Mike, I'd go Dell just barely over Debo. JR, I'd go Addison. JR Charles, I'd go Addison. Dre, I'd go James Cook. Dre, I'd go James Cook. Share the channel. If I've answered your question, share the channel. Cam, I'd go Nico, and Puka would be the insurance policy. So Cam, I'd start Nico. Christopher, should I start D-Hop or Eckler? I'd start Eckler. I'd start Eckler. LGP Elite, I'd start Stroud. LGP Elite, I'd start Stroud. Blappy, thanks for sharing the channel. Justin Barber, should I leave Hill on the bench with him being a true game time decision? Probably yes. Ricardo, I would start Pollard. Ricardo, I'd start Pollard. 9 shares to a pick. 9 shares until we give out a pick. User 6050, I'd go D Smith. User 6050, I'd go D Smith. Tony, still waiting on words. I think Nico's going to play. Latest word is he's going to play, but still waiting on definitive word. Maddox, I'd go Hawkinson. Maddox, I'd go Hawkinson. New Jersey Memes, great to see you. I'd go Waddle. New Jersey Memes, I'd go Waddle, barely over Jennings. Temya Lima, I like BTJ the most out of anyone on that team, Ingram being second. Luke, I'd go BTJ and more. Luke, BTJ and more. Leandro, I'd go Shakir. Leandro, I'd go Shakir. 4 more shares to a pick. 4 more shares, another pick on the board. Peter, I'd go BTJ. Peter, I'd go BTJ. Blappy, thanks for sharing the channel. Tyrone Tracy Jr., of course, loses yards. Jack, I'd go Debo and BTJ. Jack, I'd go Debo and BTJ. Joe Dawn, Amari Cooper playing? Do we have definitive word on that? I was waiting on word on Amari Cooper. Do we have definitive word? I haven't seen anything yet. Amari Cooper. I haven't seen anything yet, so still waiting on word for Amari Cooper. Mike, CJ Stroud or Caleb Williams? I'd go Caleb Williams just barely. Caleb Williams just barely. We've hit 20 shares. We're giving out a pick. Another pick up on the board, everybody. Another pick up on the board for everybody out there. By the way, I'm going to clear out the picks for this game. I know our picks up... I'll just move them. I'm going to move the picks that we had for this London game because obviously those are a little less relevant now. We've done well on them so far, so I don't want to delete them because I want people to see them, but we're going to put another pick up on the board, everybody. Interception! Oh my God, Daniel Jones. This is unbelievable how bad the Giants are. It is unbelievable how bad the Giants are. I cannot believe how bad they are. Staggering. Interception by Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is the worst. He is the worst. He is so bad. He is so, by the way, Tyrone Tracy had a wide open lane if he had gotten the ball. So I understand it was a play action, but like Daniel Jones is the worst. He is the worst quarterback in the league. I hate watching him play. The Panthers are going to win this football game, guys. I'm telling you now, if you're doing in-game betting, I bet on the Giants pregame. I regret everything about that. The Giants are doing everything they can to lose. Penalties, stupid plays, turnovers, missed field goals. That's the recipe for losing a football game. I would be shocked if the Giants won. Shocked. Let's get some more picks on the board so those who bet the Giants can find something else to bet on and feel good about today. Because that team sucks. Let's get a couple picks on the board. Let's get an anytime touchdown pick on the board. I mentioned it a couple times today. I'm taking Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown is the next pick that we're putting up on the board. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. By the way, Chuba Hubbard's already over the rushing total that we had him for. Chuba Hubbard's already over 59.5, so great on that. Let's get another pick up on the board. Let's go to another player prop bet. Let's go to, I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift over 59.5 rushing yards. DeAndre Swift over 59.5 rushing yards. Next pick up on the board, DeAndre Swift over 59.5 rushing yards. So we've given out Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, DeAndre Swift over 59.5 rushing yards. Next two picks up on the big board. Appreciate the questions. Let's get back to them. Derek, I'd go Waddle. Derek, I'd go Waddle. And thanks for following, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. Quiron Avery, the Giants are awful. They're poorly coached. They have a terrible quarterback. Their GM screwed up with Saquon Barkley. If you look at what makes a good football team, you go ownership, GM, head coach, quarterback. When three of those four freaking suck, I guess we know how good a team they're going to be. Eli Roth, I'd go Taylor for Aaron Jones and D-Hop. Yes, I would actually like that trade, believe it or not. Derek Wallow, do I start Waddle? I would start Waddle. Bryce Young, great run by Bryce Young there. Great run. Just to avoid the sack. Noah, I'd go J-Mo. Cook, you sent more confetti. Didn't even see. Oh, no, we got to pick him. We got to pick in for that one. Darius, I'd go Herbert. When we reach 50 shares, everyone, at 50 shares, we're giving out another pick. Or just live goal confetti. If you don't want to wait around, by the way, for individual picks, DM me on Instagram. If you DM me on Instagram, I'll give you a link to the Sharps app. Sharps is like a bulletin board for sports bettors. No matter the sports book I bet on, no matter the type of bet, every bet I make shows up there. So every day, every bet, every sports book bet, every time it shows up there. So if you want to see every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram, Fumble Sports. You can go there, click on my profile, and you'll see every bet that I make every single day. It's free. You got to download it, but it doesn't require a subscription. You don't have to pay for it. You can see every bet I make every day. And there's even an option where you can tail something. So if I put together a parlay and you don't want to recreate it on your own, there's a little whale's tail. You click on it and it automatically recreates that bet in the sports book that you like. So really, honestly, really efficient, great way to bet. DM me on Instagram if you want access to every bet every day. Temya Lima, I'd go James Conner. Dennis, here are my picks every single day, Dennis. There you go. Appreciate you DMing me on Instagram. Owen, Brian Thomas Jr. I'd go Brian Thomas Jr. just barely. Dole V, I'd go Tank Dell. By the way, Dell's better without Nico Collins, just a note. Flying Hawaiian, I would start McCaffrey. New Jersey memes, I lean slightly towards Kincaid. Nico, obviously Olave on the IR, devastating injury for you. I think it pretty much wraps up his season. I'd stash him on the IR if you have the option in your league. Other than that, I think you got to look for a more permanent option rest of season. There's no way they're going for this. Joe, I'd go Waddle. Joe, I'd go Waddle. Abel, do you think Hill or Nico plays? I think Nico probably plays. I'm not sure about Hill. Worried about him. Grant, I'd go BTJ. I'd go TRJ, I'd go DJ Moore. TRJ, I'd go DJ Moore. Damian, I'd go Devontae Smith. I'd go Devontae Smith. Damian Lopez, Devontae Smith. Bacon, I'd go Goff. I'd go Goff. Taylor Autry, I'd go Shakir. I'd go Shakir. Charlie, start 2. I'd start Hill and Mooney. Am I worried about Hill playing? Yes, so have an insurance policy in place. Damian Lopez, I'd go Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith. By the way, Panthers should not be winning by 10 points right now. Panthers should maybe be tied, maybe up by 4 points, but the Giants have let at least 6 points slip through their fingers. So, shocked by the score, but interesting spot in this game right now. Temulima, I'd go James Conner. We have been live, folks, for 2 hours. You guys think you talk a lot in your job? I have been live for 2 hours talking fantasy football, sports betting. It is so grateful. I'm so grateful to be with you guys. It is so great to be with you. I hope you're having the best Sunday of 2024. I hope you're having the best year you've ever had in your life. I hope this is the best life that all of your lives have ever been. So all of that said, you can tell I'm enthusiastic about this Sunday of NFL action. It's going to be a great day. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Throw your questions and comments in the chat. If you want every bet I make every day, DM me on Instagram, Fumble Sports, to get every bet I make every day. Other than that, back to the questions. Kobe Lee, I'd go Kelsey. Jet Richardson, I'd go Dell. Zeta Vino, I'd go Hall. I'd go Brees Hall. Himmy, I'd go Mooney. Let's U-Haul, I'd go Caleb Williams. John Skipworth, I'd go Najee Harris. I'd go Harrison Pollard. Robert Meeks, I'd go Goff. Scott just DM'd me on Instagram. He wants every bet I make every day. Boom. He just got every bet. Every game pick, every total play, every player prop bet, every round robin, every parlay, because he DM'd me on Instagram. So, you want every pick I make? DM me on Instagram, Fumble Sports, everybody. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make every single day. You guys you know how it is. It's free. Luis, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Luis Wu, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Ozzy, I'd go Hunt barely over Mooney. Temulima, I'd go Moody over Bass. Jason Ivey, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. John 316, I'd go John. I'm leaning slightly, I think, towards DJ Moore. It's close. John, I'm going to flip on that. I'm going to go Waddle. Just barely. Karsten, I'd go Pitts. Juice 32, I'd go Darnold. Dev, I'd go Darnold. When we reach 50 picks, we're going to give away 50 shares. We're going to give away another pick. So at 50 shares, we're going to give away another pick. So if there's a sports fan in your world who would love to talk some sports with us day in, day out, make sure you share the channel. Taylor Autry, I'd go Shakir. JDG, I'd go Cook. Just barely. Tubo, I'd go Drake London. Bacon, I'd go Nico. And if Nico can't go, I'd go Dell. But Nico would be the play if he's healthy. Caden, trade Henry and Smith for Bijan and London. No, don't do it. I don't want to double up on the Falcons offense. Travis Hill just DM'd me on Instagram. Travis, here you go. Every bet that I make every single day, Travis. You just got it because you hit me up on Instagram. Lamb, Wilson, Cup, Nico, Terry, or Amari Cooper getting asked over on Twitch. I would go Wilson, Cup, I'd go Wilson, Collins, and Scary Terry. I'd go Wilson, Collins, and Scary Terry, and if Nico doesn't play, I'd go Cup, but I'd go Wilson, Collins, and Scary Terry, and if Collins doesn't play, Cooper Cup would be the insurance policy. Fotana, I'd go Pollard. Fotana, I'd go Pollard. Appreciate the question. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. 69 Kevo, I'd go Pierce. 69 Kevo, I'd go Pierce. Midwest Juice, I'd go Darnold. Midwest Juice, I'd go Darnold. Rich Matthews, I'd go Kyron, Gibbs, and Hall. Kyron, Gibbs, and Hall would be the three. Joey, I lean slightly towards Ridley. Midwest Juice, I'd go BTJ. Joey, I'd go... Oh, we got that one. Sam, I'd go Taysom Hill. Sam Yoon, I'd go Taysom Hill. Luis Sebastian, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. Luis Sebastian, I'm going to change that. Luis, I'm going to go Kirk Cousins over Rodgers. Close. I'm going to go Cousins over Rodgers, just barely. Close, but Cousins over Rodgers. Aaron Willis, would you target Hopkins or Debo in season-long trade? I'd lean slightly, I think, towards Debo. I like Hopkins, but I like Debo more. Jay, I'd go Shakir. Ashley, I'd go Moore. I'd go DJ Moore. Gregory, I'd go Dell. Caesar, I'd go Mooney. I'd go Darnell Mooney. Luis Sebastian, I'd go Cousins. Matt, I'd go Debo. Joel, I'd go Mooney. XAN over on Twitch, I'd go Kyron Williams. Thanks for the question. SEH, oh, it's LGP Elite. Just hit me up on Instagram. LGP Elite, you just got every pick that I make every single day, so appreciate you hitting me up. Alex, I'd go Shakir. Fotana, I'd go Puka. Smith and Wilson would be the three on that one. Cheyenne, I'd go Downs. Cheyenne Bronson, I'd go Downs. Brown Steven, I'd go Mooney. Just barely. Rylan, I'd go Shepard. Sneaky good play. XAN, I'd go Montgomery. Over Pollard and Rashad White. Close, but I'd go Montgomery. One dog, I got on just to ask, Mostert or Ridley? One dog, I'd go Mostert. I'd actually go Mostert on that one, just barely. Close, but I'd go Mostert. Charles, I'd go Tua. Everyone, we have 90 minutes left of the show. 90 minutes left of the show, everyone. 90 minutes left of the show. And we will take callers in a half hour. So we've got 90 minutes left of the show, and we will take callers in 30 minutes. So at 11:30, we will take callers, and we'll do callers for an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. So we will take written questions for another 30 minutes, and then we'll take callers, okay? Callers will be on TikTok. Iman, I'd go Marvin Harrison Jr. Austin, I'd go Shakir, BTJ, and Jennings. Aaron, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Caden, I'd go DJ Moore. Cole, get rid of one. Cole, I'd probably get rid of Shakir. I like him for today, but he'd be the one I'd get rid of. MHJ, Dell, or Mostert, I'd go Dell. Dell over MHJ and Mostert. I think that's a Korean name. I think those are Korean letters. Not quite sure, though. Billy, I'd go Otten over McBride. Caden, I'd go DJ Moore. Jack, I'd go Devontae. Darren, I'd go Breece Hall just barely over Jonathan Taylor. I think both are good plays, though, for today. I think both have great value. Matthew, I'd go Shakir. I'm going to go Shakir just barely. ESE, I'd go Shakir. ESE Chuv, I'd go Shakir. Sam, I'd go, do I start Tyreek Hill? I think there's a lot of risk there. Emily, I'd go Kyler. Emily, Saturn, I'd go Kyler. Yeah. Is Hill going to play? It's a Monday night game. I have Downs. I'd probably play Downs and wouldn't risk it. Abel, I'd go BTJ, Nico, and Cup. BTJ, Nico, and Cooper Cup. Richard, I'd go Downs. Richard, I'd go Richard Romero. I think I lean Downs just barely. Jade Love, I'd go McLaurin over Downs. McLaurin over Downs. M13, I'd go Mooney. M13, I'd go Mooney. XOXOX, I'd go Moore. XOXOX, I'd go DJ Moore. When we get more live goal confetti, we will give out another pick. So either at 50 shares or at another live goal confetti, we'll give out another pick. Jonathan, I'd go Jennings and MHJ. Jonathan, Jennings and MHJ. Fotana, I would sit CeeDee Lamb. I would sit CeeDee Lamb. Yep. Nate Lord, bench one. Nate Lord, I'd probably bench Jennings. Nate Lord, I'd probably bench Jennings, believe it or not. Tyler, I'd go Jamison Williams. Tyler, I'd go Jamison Williams. Alex, I'd go Mostert. Alex, I'd go Mostert. Alec, I'd go Mooney. Alec, I'd go Mooney. Brian, I'd start Devontae Adams. Brian, I'd start Devontae Adams. Luis Sebastian, I'd go Mooney. Luis Sebastian, I'd go Mooney and Collins. Luis Sebastian, Mooney and Collins. Roby, I would start CMC. Roby, I would start Robbie, I would start CMC. Brody, I'd start Collins, Cup, and Adams. No. Brody, I'd start Cup, Adams, and Scary Terry. Brody, I'd start Cup, Adams, and Scary Terry. Kit, I'd go Gibbs. Kit, I'd go Gibbs. Michael, I'd go Cousins. Michael, I'd go Cousins. Will Carr 7, Chuba Hubbard and Adams for Jones and Evans. I'd rather have Hubbard and Adams. I'd rather have Hubbard and Adams. Caden, I'd go Otten. Caden, I'd go Otten. Rob, I'd go Stafford. Rob, I'd go Stafford over Mahomes. Caleb Taylor, I'd go Adunze. Caleb Taylor, I'd go Adunze. Him, I'd go BTJ. Him, I'd go BTJ. You want every bet that I make every single day for free? DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports, my handle on Instagram. DM me there right now, Butt Fumble Sports. DM me on Instagram to get every pick I make every day. John, great to see you, John, over on YouTube. John, I'd go Cook and JT. John, Cook and JT. CM, I'd go Jonathan Taylor. CM, I'd go Taylor over Wilson. Taylor over Wilson, just barely. Every pick available every day for free. Just DM me on Instagram. We have a lot of picks to give out, by the way. We have easily 30 picks to give out. Fike, I'd go DJ Moore. Moore over Lad McConkey. Roberto Gonzalez, I'd go Austin Eckler. Roberto Gonzalez, Austin Eckler. Bacon, I'd go Hawkinson. Bacon 13, I'd go Hawkinson. Cham, I'd go Lad. Cham, I'd go Lad. Maga, I'd go Nico. Maga, I'd go Nico. LGP Elite, I'd go Stroud. LGP Elite, I'd go Stroud. Chris, I'd go Murray. Chris, I'd go Murray. Fike, I'd go Moore. Fike, I'd go Moore. Cameron, I'd go BTJ. Cameron, I'd go BTJ. Matt, I'd go Mooney. Matt, I'd go Mooney. Amber Charles, I'd go Mooney and Cup. Amber Charles, I'd go Mooney and Cup. Giffy Bills, I'd go, close. Giffy Bills, I'd go Najee. Giffy Bills, I'd go Najee just barely. Beast Mentality, I'd go Adams. Beast Mentality, I'd go Adams just barely over London. XAN, I'd go Kincaid. XAN, I'd go Dalton. Cade. Thanks for joining us across all of our platforms. We have hundreds of people joining us right now, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. If you don't know it, I am so grateful that you guys take time out of your day to watch me talk sports. I love talking sports with you guys. Make sure you join us every time we're live. Hit the follow button no matter the platform you're watching on. That way you never miss our show. We are live every weekday at 4:30 p.m. Every weekday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then we do our pregame show on Sunday. So make sure you follow us every day. Cole, I'd go Cousins. Cole, I'd go Cousins. Under the radar, I'd go Stafford. Under the radar, I'd go Stafford. Extended mags, any signs on from Amari Cooper? Some people are trying to tell me that he's going to play. I'm still waiting on word. We haven't gotten definitive word. That comes out in about 20 minutes. We get injury reports about an hour and a half before kickoff, so we're almost there. Almost there. Connor, I think Nico Collins is going to play tonight, so I feel confident about playing him. Caleb, I'd go Hawkinson. Caleb, I'd go Hawkinson. User 8900, I'd go Dell. User 8900, I'd go Dell. W Horny Pickle, I'd go Cup. Cup over CD Lamb. Cup over CD Lamb. Wendy, I'd go Shakir. Wendy, I'd go Shakir. Or is that Wendy's but a dude? Wendy's but a dude. I'd go Shakir. Alex Milton, I'd go Cup, Collins, and Downs. Alex Milton, I'd go Cup, Collins, and Downs. User 8900, I'd go Dell. Full Mike, I'd go Debo. Full Mike 42, I'd go Debo. Mr. Alexer, I'd go Josh Downs. Downs over Jamison Williams just barely. Angel Perez, I'd go Hunt. Thanks for the question. Want every pick I make every day? DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports, DM me on Instagram. Manuel Jr., I'd go Hawkinson. Andrew Berry, I would sit Mixon. I'd sit Mixon, even though I do think he gets a touchdown. Jar Jar, I'd go Ramondre. Reezy F. Baby, I'd go DeMarcus Robin. Reezy F. Baby, I'd go Parker Washington. Little Benson, I'd go A.J. Brown. Rob, I'd go Adunze, barely over Kincaid. I think it's very, very close, though. Ninjas, I'd go Dell. Carter, I'd go BTJ. Carter, I'd start BTJ. Kanar, I'd go Nico. Over Dell. And you'll know if he can't play. And obviously, if he can't play, you can start Tank Dell. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying the show. Todd K, do I drop Olave? Yes, I would. Rob, I'd go Adunze. Victor, I'd go DJ Moore. The Real, I'd go Bijan. Make sure you hit the follow button. If you love talking fantasy football, if you love talking sports betting, if you love sports, hit the follow button. That way you never miss Butt Fumble Sports. We're live almost every day talking sports, answering your questions, and giving out picks. Broken Brad, I'd go BTJ. Brad, BTJ. Angel, I'd go Noah Brown. Angel, I'll flip that. I'll go Dowdle, but I hate both. of them. I think both are terrible plays. Dal, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Todd K, I would drop him. Happy Creta, I'd go Jalen Warren. Happy Creta Mix, I'd go Jalen Warren. Thanks for the question. Barrett, I'd go Hunt. I'd go Kareem Hunt. Andrew Berry, I'd go Drake London. Dylan Perez, I'd go Waddle. John, which two? Oh, we got a lot more questions coming. Fotana, I would go Minnesota. I'd go Minnesota. Under the radar, I have Otten in the tight end position. I like Kincaid today. I like Kincaid too. I would probably have Otten and Kincaid both in the lineup given that group. B. Birch, I think Devontae's the better play. B. Birch, I'd go Devontae. PJ, I'd go Aaron Jones. Extended Mags, still waiting on word from Amari Cooper. Christian F, I'd go Taysom Hill. Wow, we got a re-kick. Okay. John, I don't see the pick 2, John. Pick 2. John, Neighbors is already playing, so we missed out on that. I'd go Jennings and I'd go D-Hop. John, I'd go Jennings and D-Hop, but I don't feel great about it. Brandon Jones, I'd go Keenan Allen. I think I lean Keenan Allen, but I think it's a coin flip. Extended Mags, I do like Kansas City defense today. Extended Mags, I do like KC defense today. Falk off, I'd go Swift. Shorty, I'd go Kelsey and Otten. By the way, notice a trend, everyone. When Tracy Jr. plays and gets the ball, they seem to, get yards. You notice that, New York Giants? They, get yards. Laura Fern, I'd go Ingram. Laura Fern, I'd go Ingram. Darius, I'd go Debo. Darius, I'd go Debo. Gundy, I'm doubting Tyreek. I'm worried about Tyreek Hill playing. I'm very nervous about it. Todd K, I'd go Harris. Todd K, I'd go Harris. Gabe, I don't know, or Justin Herbert. Write it all in one chat. Why don't you do that? All right, right as I say that, Tyrone Tracy got shut down on that play. So bit of a broadcaster jinx on my part. John, I'd start Stevenson. John, I'd start Stevenson. I hope this isn't offsides, but I feel like it's a holding. No penalty. Even worse. Sit one. Dell, Pickens are down. I would go Dell over Pickens and Downs. Dell over Pickens and Josh Downs. User 49, I'd go McMillan. User 49, I lean McMillan just barely. LGP Elite, for today, I'd rather have Koo. Yep, I'd rather have Koo. User 16, I'd go Devontae Smith. User 16, I lean Devontae Smith. Tejas, I'd go MHJ. Tejas, I'd go MHJ just barely. Nice job, Tyrone Tracy Jr. gets the first down. Ben Dalton, I'd go Gibbs. Ben Dalton, I'd go Gibbs just barely. I need to see something from McCaffrey before I play him. If I've got Gibbs. Lucas Rathwell, what do I do with Collins? I probably play him. Jorge, I would start Brees, Hunt, and Eckler. Jorge, I'd start Brees, Hunt, and Eckler would be the three. Brandon, I'd go Dell. Brandon, I'd go Tank Dell. Brandon Kirkland, Tank Dell. Jessica, I'd go Sterling Shepard. Jessica, I think Sterling Shepard's a sneaky good play. Ryan, I'd go Darnold. Ryan, I'd go Sam Darnold. El Sabroso, I'd go Devontae Smith. El Sabroso, I'd go Devontae Smith. Boo Boo, I'd go Debo. Boo Boo, I'd go Debo. Jay, I'd go Swift. Jay, I'm going to go DeAndre Swift barely. I think both are good plays. Jay, I'm going to go James Cook. Jay, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go James Cook barely. Jar Jar, I'd go more. Jar Jar, I'd go more. Avery, I'd go Najee. Avery, I'm going to go Najee just barely. Close matchup, though. Domain event. We'll give out another anytime touchdown when we hit 50 shares. At 50 shares or a live goal confetti, we'll give out another pick. Another pick when we get live goal confetti. Anytime touchdown will be the pick, too. Robbie, I'll go Eckler. Robbie, I'll go Eckler. Seth, I'd go Mooney. Seth, I'd go Mooney. User X user, I'd go Cousins. User X user, I'd go Cousins. User 83, I'd go Pitts. User 83, I'd go Pitts. Lucas Rathwell, I'd go BTJ. Lucas Rathwell, I'd go BTJ. Augustin Puente, I'd go Swift. Augustin Puente, I'd go Swift. ATM Mackin, I'd go Debo. ATM Mackin, I'd go Debo. Panthers are saying they got the ball. Panthers are saying they got the ball. Panthers are saying they got the ball. But refs are ruling them down. Okay. Kyle Klein, any QB you think has a good chance to succeed? Yeah, a bunch of them. I think Kirk Cousins has a really good game. I think Sam Darnold has a really good game. I think Brock Purdy has a really big game. Good thing the Giants snapped that ball. That was a risky play. Giants need points. Screw a touchdown. They need points. Cactus, I'd go Tua. Cactus, I'd go Tua. Lindsay, I'd go Waddle. Lindsay, I'd go Waddle. Daniel, I'd go Stroud. Daniel, I'd go Stroud. Robbie, I'd go London. Robbie, I'd go London. We will take calls in 12 minutes, everyone. Callers start in 12 minutes on TikTok. Todd K, I'd go Pitts. Todd K, I'd go Pitts. Drew Morris, I'd go Warren. Drew Morris, I'd go Warren. Blicky, I'd go Otten. Blicky, I'd go Otten. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Ryland, I'd go Stroud. Ryland, I'd go Stroud. Jaden, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Jaden, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Close, though. Hope you guys are enjoying the content, the conversation. Make sure you hit that follow button. Darth Raider, need upside. Najee's got the upside. Najee's got the upside. Jorge, I would start Terry and Jennings. Jorge, I'd start Terry and Jennings. Under the radar, I think I like them both. I think I like them both, but I think I'd probably lean McMillan. I'd lean McMillan just barely over Shepard, but I think it's close. Pat, I'd go Addison. Pat, I'm leaning Addison. Nice catch. Wandale Robinson. Nate, thanks for the confetti. Let's get an anytime touchdown play up on the big board, everybody. Anytime touchdown play up on the big board coming your way right now. Next touchdown play that we like, Amon Ra St. Brown. Anytime TD. Amon Ra St. Brown. Anytime touchdown. Next pick that's up on the big board. We give out picks throughout the course of the show. If you don't want to wait around, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports, DM me on Instagram to get every bet I make every day. Crawford, pick 2. I'd go London and Cook. London and Cook. Crawford Trask, I'd go London and Cook. Come on. Come on. Touchdown! Let's go! Tracy Jr.! We needed that in every way. We needed Tyrone Tracy anytime touchdown. We got it. We needed him on rushing yards. We got it. Tyrone Tracy Jr. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awkward white man dancing. Let's go. Tyrone Tracy Jr. with the run of the game for the Giants. A touchdown run. Cash money for Butt Fumble Sports. Big run. Wow. We cashed on a lot on that play. Rushing yards, anytime touchdown, and all of a sudden the Giants are very much back in this game. It's 10-6. The missed field goal, and this would be a tie game. Woo! Giants have been the better team offensively. They've just made more mistakes. Tyrone Tracy, though, thank you so much. And to all those who've been watching the show, we've been saying it all morning. Why not give the ball to Tyrone Tracy? Why is Tyrone Tracy not getting enough opportunities? We said that all first half. Boom, boom, boom. Scores right there. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, Micah Rivera, start 3. Micah, I would start McLaurin, Wilson, and Adams. Micah Rivera, McLaurin, Wilson, and Adams would be the 3 that I'd go with. Boy, did we need that run from Tyrone Tracy Jr. Yo, under the radar dancing, we all know awkward white man dancing comes out every now and then. Joey T, I'd go Goff. Joey T, I'd go Goff. Lucas Rathwell, I'd go Mostert. Lucas Rathwell, I'd go Mostert. I don't know how Collins and J-Mo playing has... Yeah, I'd go Mostert, believe it or not. Jamie Hernandez, I would sit Jennings. Jamie Hernandez, I'd sit Jennings. If you're worried about... Oh, actually, Jamie, I'd sit Collins. I'd play Dell, and I would sit Collins just because I don't want to double up on the Texans' passing game. So I'd go Dell and Jennings. Dell and Jennings. Queer on Avery, is Tracy more of an RB2 or RB3 rest of season? I think he's an RB2. I think he's an RB2. He's showing enough talent. I think he's very matchup based, but I think he's an RB2. Ethan, I'd go Dell. Ethan Butler, I'd go Dell. Hit that follow button, everyone. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Tejas, I'd go Ingram just barely over Taysom Hill. Ingram just barely over Taysom Hill. JJC, I'd go Stroud. JJC, I'd go Stroud. Jacob Brem, I think Nico is leaning towards playing. It's my username. Let's go. Aaron, I'd go Tua. Aaron, I'd go Tua. Big dog, I'd go Rodgers. Big dog, I'd go Aaron Rodgers. Expecting a big game from Aaron Rodgers today. FUL, I'd go Jaden Daniels. FUL, I'd go Jaden Daniels. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Hojo, I would sit. I'd probably sit Debo, believe it or not. I don't love that. Between Devontae, London, and Debo, maybe I guess I'd sit Devontae, but it's close. Dennis is letting us know Cooper is out. Letting us know Amari Cooper has been ruled out for today. Amari Cooper is inactive today. So all those Amari Cooper owners, take note. T, do I play Debo or London? I'm probably leaning London, but both dealing with injuries. I think it's a coin flip. Both should have good games if healthy. Jorge, I'd go Moore. Jorge, I'd go D. J. Moore. Carolina N, DM me on Instagram. If you want to see every bet I make, Carolina N, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports, name of my company, name of my handle. DM me on Instagram to get every bet I make every day. Hojo started Brees over Tracy. I think you're okay. I would have started Tracy Jr. pretty much over everybody today, but I understand it. I think Brees Hall's still a good play. Vegas, I think Pitt is a really good start. I don't think Kyle Pitts is a must start, but I think Kyle Pitts is a very good start. FaZe, I'd go Adams. FaZe, I'd go Adams just barely. Atlanta Fard Monkey, I'd go Ingram. Atlanta Fard Monkey, I'd go Ingram just barely over Kincaid. I think it's super, super close. Because the injuries to the receivers of the Bills, I do like Kincaid more, but I'm going to go Ingram just barely. Andrew, I'd go Tank Dell. Andrew Raphael, I'd go Tank Dell. Cade, I'd go Nico and Scary Terry. Cade, Nico and Scary Terry. Thanks for the question. You know what we need now? We need Dexter Lawrence to get a sack. That's what we need now. We've done really well on our picks so far in this game. For our picks for this game, we have Brian Burns to get a sack, cash. We had Tyrone Tracy Jr. over 60 rushing yards, cash. Chuba Hubbard over 60 rushing yards, cash. Wan'Dale Robinson to get 5 receptions. Not quite sure where that is. Think it's pretty close. We need Dexter Lawrence to get a sack. So, Dexter Lawrence, hook us up. Demand, DM me on Instagram, buddy. DM me on Instagram if you want those picks. DM me on Instagram. Nate, I'd go Pollard and Downs. Nate, I'd go Pollard and Downs. The juicy Chevy guy, I'd go Jones. The juicy Chevy guy, I'd go Aaron Jones. Jack, I'd go Devontae Smith and Hunt. Jack, I'd go Devontae Smith and Kareem Hunt. LAM, I think I am sitting Tyreek Hill. I'm nervous about him. JP, I'd go Waddle. JP, I'd go Waddle just barely. Jackson, I'd go BTJ. Jackson, I'd go BTJ. Brandon, I'd go Downs. Brandon, I'd go Downs. I'm worried about Tyreek Hill. If he plays, it's a great matchup. But I am worried about his health. Chuba Hubbard, monster run. Chuba Hubbard, he's crushing. We told you Chuba Hubbard would have a big game. Sheriff, play Josh Allen. I still think he's going to have a decent game. I would like to see your other options, though. Jay Hampton, I'd go, in a super flex. I think I lean Stafford. Victor, I'd go Devontae Adams. Victor, I'm going Adams just barely over Mooney. Eric, I'd go Smith. Jason K, I'd go London. Jason K, I'd go Drake London. Potter, I'd probably bench Achan. I love all 4 of them, but I should bench Mixon. Mixon's the one to bench. Potter, I'll bench Mixon. Nason's Rips, don't make that trade. Nason's Rips, don't do that trade. Don't do it. Anthony, I'd go Pitts. Over Tipton. James Thomas, I'd go Swift. George, I'd go James Conner. Joe, I'd go Jameson Williams. J.O., I'd go Jameson Williams. Thanks for the question. We're going to take callers in 3 minutes, everyone. Callers in 3 minutes, everybody. Jorge. I don't love DJ Moore, Jorge. Under the radar. We need some sacks, man. Yeah, where are the sacks? We need Dexter Lawrence to get one right now. Brian, I like Jonathan. I'd go Downs because I don't trust Tyreek Hill's health. Marcelli, I'd go Eckler. Nick, I'd go Shakir and Smitty. James Thomas, thanks for the kind words. Eric Clutch, I'd go Thomas Jr. T.Y., I'd go Shakir. Micmac, I'd go Darnold. Dot, I'd go Waddle. Pat LePan, I'd go Thomas Jr. Brian, I'd go Downs. DJ Khaled Asparagus, I'd go Wilson, Debo, and I'd go Collins. Wilson, Debo, and Connor would be the 3. Booty Balla, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Jason, I'd go Jawan Jennings. Kentrell, I'd go London. Josh Wybara, I'd go Darnold. Sam, I'd go Marvin Harrison Jr. Mr. Putty, I'd go Cook. James Cook. Adrian, I'd go Stroud. Adrian, I'd go Stroud. Spam, I'd go Pollard. Spam 3999, I'd go Pollard. Nason's Rips, I'd go Jennings. Nason's Rips, I'd go Jennings. Booty Balla, I'd go A.J. Brown and Breece Hall. A.J. Brown and Breece Hall would be the two that I'd go with. Cross, I'd go Hawkinson. Cross, I'd go Hawkinson. We need either a turnover from Bryce Young or we need a sack. We really need a sack. Like, let's be honest. We need a sack. Weedman, I'd go Thomas Jr., McLaurin, and Puka. Thomas Jr., McLaurin, and Puka. Wow, that was a great sack opportunity, and instead turns into a massive run for Bryce Young. Massive run. Van Beck, I'd go Mooney. Van Beck, I'd go Mooney. Massive run. Should have been a sack. They fricked. Giants are not playing well. Like, that's a massive gap. Wow. Austin, I'd go Pollard. Austin, I'd go Pollard. James Jackson, I'd go London. James Jackson, I'd go London. Travis, I'd go Mostert. Travis DeLong, I'd go Mostert. Damon Mickey, I'd go Stroud. Damon Mickey, I'd go Stroud. Steezy J, I'd go CMC. Steezy J, I'd go Steezy J, I'd go CMC. Miguel, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Miguel, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Logan, I'd go BTJ and more. Logan, BTJ and more. Bray, I'd go Puka. Bray, I'd go Puka. William, I do think Nico's going to play. Oreo, I'd go Josh Downs. Oreo, I'd go Josh Downs. Carroll, I'd go Hawkinson. Carroll, I'd go Hawkinson. Pork Chop, I would drop Otten, believe it or not. I would drop Otten. Oh, wow. Another bad penalty for the Giants. Another bad penalty for the Giants. Wow, awful. Lucky, I'd go Najee. Lucky, I'd go Najee. Bray, I'd go Puka. Bray, I'd go Puka. Miguel, I'd go Najee. Appreciate the questions. If you haven't already done so, hit that follow button. If you're a sports fan, hit that follow button. If you love freedom, hit that follow button. If you like breathing air, hit that follow button. Lucky, go Najee. Cassidy, I'd go Breece Hall. Cassidy, I'd go Breece Hall. DK, I'd go Tank Dell. DK, I'd go Tank Dell. Fernando, I'd go Darnold. Fernando, I'd go Darnold. Great run by Chuba Hubbard. Great run by Chuba Hubbard. Pierce, I'd go Caleb Williams. Pierce, I'd go Caleb Williams. User, I'd go Hawkinson. User, I'd go Hawkinson. Alex, I'd go Gibbs. Alex, I'd go Gibbs. Keegan, I'd go Hunt. Keegan, I'd go Hunt. Jamie, I'd go Shakir. Jamie, I'd go Shakir. Make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're with us every time that we're live. Love talking sports with you guys every single day. It is so wonderful to be with you guys. Oh, Chuba Hubbard had to come out because of a helmet issue. I had Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown, so kind of an unfortunate time for him to... Passing touchdown for Bryce Young. The Giants suck, everybody. The Giants are so freaking bad. How are the Giants losing like this? They are the worst team in the NFL. I'm willing to say it. I think the Giants are now the worst team in the NFL. They're worse than the Patriots. They're worse than the Panthers. They're the worst. They are the worst. Daniel Jones is the worst. If you're losing to the Panthers right now in the way that you are, you suck. Deputy, I'd go McCaffrey. Deputy, I'd go McCaffrey. I think Nico probably does play, but I'm a little worried about it. Oh, wow. Touchdown off the board. Illegal formation. Or illegal shift. I can't quite tell. I'm muted. Travis, I'd go KC defense. Travis, I'd go KC. Paco, I'd go Hunt. Paco, I'd go Hunt. Julian, I'd go Mixon. Julian, I'd go Mixon. Joe Dawn, I'd go Downs. Joe Dawns, I'd go Downs. D-Y-L, I'd go Mooney, Cup, and I'd go Mooney and Smith. D-Y-L, I'd go Mooney and Smith. Marco, I'd go Justin Jefferson. Marco, I don't know what names you're putting out there, so I'm not quite sure, Marco. Colin, I'd go Commanders defense. Colin, I think I lean Commanders. Jacob, I'd go Jennings. Jacob, I'd go Jennings. M3, I'd go Pickens. M3, I'd go Pickens. Gavin, I'd go Hawkinson. Gavin, I'd go Hawkinson. Lucas, I'd go Stroud. Lucas, I'd go Stroud. Jacob, I'm leaning Rodgers barely over Darnold. Jacob, I'd go Rodgers barely over Darnold. Extended mags, they're just the worst. They're just the worst. You want every bet I make every day? DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. I give away every pick I make every single day for free. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make every day for free. Nick, I'd go Shakir. RME, I'd go Collins. RME, I'd go Collins. Devin, I'd go Adams. Barely over Connor. Super, super close. The Giants are the worst. The Giants are so bad right now. The Giants are so bad right now. That was double coverage, and you had two defenders there. You almost interfered, and he still made the catch. Wow. Giants are awful. McCaffrey's in, by the way. McCaffrey's playing. By the way, if the Panthers are going to score, I need a Chuba Hubbard touchdown. Not going to lie, I need a Chuba Hubbard touchdown. How many yards we thinking Rodgers gets? Over 225. I think Rodgers is probably closer to 250. So Charles Walgreen, thanks for watching on Twitter. I think that he probably gets to 250 or more. Chuba Hubbard is like right on the door. I'd give it back to Chuba Hubbard if I'm the Panthers, but maybe I'm saying that because I've got a bet on him. Buddha Bowler, I'd go Breece Hall. I'd go Breece Hall and Kamara. Breece Hall and Kamara. Booty, I'd go Breece and Achan. I'm going to switch that. Breece and Achan barely. Fulmick, I'd go Brown. Mark, I'd go Cup. Come on. Chuba Hubbard, if they're going to score, Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown. If the Panthers are going to score a touchdown right now, Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown. That's what I need. Thanks, IP Shade 45. He got it. All right, I didn't want I want the Giants to win because I bet on the Giants. But if it's going to happen, I didn't need a Chuba Hubbard touchdown. So, frankly, helps me. I had Tracy Jr. anytime touchdown, Chuba Hubbard anytime touchdown. So, we're doing well there. Let's get another pick on the board because IP Shade 45 is freaking awesome and just gave me live goal confetti. I am going to give out a pick that we have not put in the newsletter. So, if you subscribe to our Sunday newsletter that has my favorite picks of the day, this is not in the newsletter. This is a pick that I'm putting up on the board that was not in the newsletter, okay? So not in the newsletter. This is a pick that I am putting up on the board, everybody. Are you ready? Are you set? Here you go. Next pick that I am going to put up on the big board is going to be, drum roll please, Kareem Hunt. 60 plus rush plus receiving yards. So I think that Kareem Hunt goes over 60 plus rushing and receiving yards. I've got Kareem Hunt making it to at least 61 rushing plus receiving yards. That is the latest pick up on the big board, everybody. And only available here on the show. Tom Algier, I'd go Debo. Phil K, I'd go Cousins. It's my username. There we go. Let's take a caller, everybody. Los Aviation is going to be our first call of the day. Let's go. Let's see what Los wants to talk about. Of course, we get spinning wheel of death right as that happens. Try again, Los Aviation. Tough connection. Let's try again. Let's go. Kike is guap. Let's see what Kike wants to talk about. Kike, what's good?
What's going on, man? Good morning.
Good morning. What can we do?
Quick question. Start Hawkinson or Kincaid?
I'd start Hawkinson just barely.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Have a good one. Keep it fast, just like that. Keep it fast. Mets Prods next up on the line. Let's go quick. Mets Prods, what's good?
Should I start Rome Odunze or Mooney? I know that could
Mooney.
Okay. And then I just want to say thank you for telling me to start Tyron Tracy. He's got 15 now.
It worked out for us. Have a great Sunday. Let's get to our next caller. Let's go to DJ Khaled Asparagus. DJ Khaled, what's good?
Hey, so I have Evan Ingram, and then on waivers, there's Hunter Henry and Taysom Hill. Which one would you start?
I'd go Ingram just barely. If you didn't have him, I'd go Taysom Hill. But since you have him, I'd go Evan Ingram.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Have a good one. Next caller is going to be Juan. Keep it moving fast. We'll get to as many calls as we can. Juan, what's good?
Hey, quick question. So I need you to pick 3 out of all these players. DeAndre Hopkins, Sutton. The other one would be Ricky Parcell, Tank Bigsby, or the other option would be Jalen McMillan or Noah Brown.
I'd go Bigsby, Hopkins, and McMillan. Bigsby, Hopkins, and McMillan. Thanks for the question, Juan. Going to keep it rolling. Let's go to Mason O'Connell. Mason O'Connell is next up on the line. Keep questions quick so we can get to everybody. Mason, we're getting spinning wheel on you. Try us again, Mason. Might have a bad cell zone. Try us again one more time. Let's go to Eric T. Eric T is next up on the line. See what Eric wants to talk about. Eric, what's good?
I'm trying to get an update on Hill. T. Hill.
Tyreek Hill, I'm nervous about it. It was a late week injury, and the severity seems to be increasing. I'm leaning towards not playing him this week. He's got a great matchup, so I feel awful about it, but I don't want to risk it since it's a Monday night game. I'd rather start someone today and lock in sure points.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Eric T. Hope you have a great Sunday. Let's get back to Mets Prods. Mets Prods has another question. Hit us up on TikTok if you have a question. Happy to take calls. Mets, what's good?
Should I trade Pacheco and Mooney for Tyreek or no?
I'm going to say no. I don't think there's enough value coming back for you. Appreciate the question. Let's take some more written questions. Brian, I would play BTJ. Ryan, I'd flex BTJ. K. Miller, I'd go BTJ. K. Miller, I'm going to switch that. I'm going to go Kareem Hunt. K. Miller, I'm going to go Kareem Hunt. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Scott, you're done, son. Scott, there is no way I'm going to allow you to spam that much, bud. You're muted. You're muted for a while. Johnny B, I'd go 49ers. Johnny B, 49ers defense. Atomically Adam, I'd go Goff. Atomically Adam, I'd go Goff. Jay Zilla, I'd go Mostert. Jay Zilla, I'd go Mostert. Logan Hunton, pick 3. I'd go Brown, Puka, and Collins. Brown, Puka, and Collins. By the way, for me, the difference in this game is the missed kick and the flea flicker on 3rd and 1. The flea flicker on 3rd and 1, I think, is the dumbest play call I've ever seen. I will honestly say dumbest play call I've ever seen. Tony, I would start Debo today. I would start Debo. Dennis, is Waddle startable? Yes, he is. Jacob, I'd go Achan. Jacob, I'd go Achan. Gianni, I'd go McMillan. Gianni, I'd go McMillan just barely. Booty Balla, I'd go Brown and Kamara. Booty Balla, Brown and Kamara. Sean Mata, I'd go BTJ in London. Sean Mata, I'd go BTJ in London. Meek Mill, I'd go Hawkinson. Meek Mill, I'd go Hawkinson. Thanks for the question. You want to be a caller? You want to join as a guest? Hit us up. We are taking calls. Hit us up on TikTok. Madison Fowler, I'd go Cousins. Madison Fowler, I would go Cousins. We are getting injury report information. So we're getting in and out information. Christian McCaffrey, in. Nick Bosa, by the way. If you play the 49ers defense, Nick Bosa is playing. Trevor Lawrence is out. Amari Cooper is out. Drake London is in. Drake London is in. Jamal Williams is out. Jamal Williams of the Saints is out. John Santos, I'd go Jennings just barely. I think it's a coin flip. I'll go Jennings just barely, John, but I think it's very, very close. Madison, I'd go Cousins. Madison, Cousins. Luka, I'd go Devontae Smith. Luka, Devontae Smith. Griffin Boyle, I'd go Adams. Griffin Boyle, I'd go Adams. OBS, I'd go Stroud. OBS, I'd go Stroud. Jay Phenom, I got you, bud. Esmeralda, I'd go Adele. Esmeralda, I'd go Tank Dell. Griffin Boyle, you're spamming too much, bud. I gotta mute you for a bit. You're spamming too much. Don't spam, guys. Don't spam. Then we gotta mute you. Jacob, I'd go Darnold. Jacob, I'd go Darnold. Jamie Ortiz, I'd go Laporta. Jamie Ortiz, I'd go Laporta. Gavin, I'd go Kincaid. Gavin, I'd go Kincaid. Jay Phenom, did I tell you to do that? Did I tell you to start him? Or did you do that on your own? Because I would have started Chuba. Gavin, I'd go Kincaid. Aaron, I'd go Tua. C, I'd go London. C, I'd go London. Colin Romano, I'd go Bucky. Colin Romano, I'd go Bucky. Spencer, I'd go Smith. Spencer, I'd go Smith. Dash Ray Moore. Dash Ray Moore, I'd go Wilson. Dash Ray Moore, I'd go Wilson. Mikey, I'd go BTJ. Mikey, I'd go BTJ. Ashton Klink, I would start Cooper Cup. I clean pools, I'd go Laporta. I clean pools, I'd go Laporta. Yeah, Jay Phenom, I would have started Chuba Hubbard. Sorry, bud. Trevor Beans, I'd go Sterling Shepard. Trevor Beans, I'd go Sterling Shepard. You want every bet I make every day? DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make every day for free. Butt Fumble Sports, everyone. DM me on Instagram. Daniel Jones sucks. I hate watching Daniel Jones. I hate it. He is so freaking bad, man. He is so bad. I hate watching the Giants. I hate it. Like, oh my God. K. Miller, I'd go Darnold. K. Miller, I'd go Darnold. Jaden Ortiz, I'd go Najee. Jaden Ortiz, I'd go Najee. I hate watching the Giants. They are infuriating. I'm sorry I bet on them today. Josiah, I'd go Drake London. Josiah, I'd go Drake London. And yes, I did bet on them. They should be winning. They've had so many mistakes. Turnovers. They've missed a kick. They've had terrible penalties. But frankly, like, the Panthers, outside of Chuba Hubbard, haven't been that good. I'm so angry right now, to be honest with you. Trevor Beans, I'd go Murray. Trevor Beans, I'd go Kyler Murray. Push Broom, I'd go Debo. Push Broom, I'd go Debo. Ashton Klink, I'd go Jones. Ashton Klink, I'd go Jones. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Tejas, I'd go Ingram. Josiah, I'd go Drake London. Josiah, I'd go Drake London. Brian, I'd go BTJ. Brian, I'd go BTJ. Jonah, I'd go Jennings. Jonah, I'd go Jennings. Lowe, I'd go McMillan. Lowe, I'd go McMillan. Noah, I'd go Bigsby. Noah, I'd go Bigsby. Cody, I'd go Debo. Cody, I'd go Debo. Oracle Fantasy. Oracle Fantasy, you're blocked. Eli, I'd go Tank Dell. Eli, Tank Dell. Caleb, I'd go Scary Terry and Smith. Scary Terry and Smith. It's me, I'd go McMillan. It's me, I'd go McMillan. Sean, I'd go Cooper Cup. Sean, I'd go Cooper Cup. Jaden, Eileen Hurts just barely. Jaden, Eileen Hurts barely, because I think he gets a rushing touchdown. Extended Mags, Giants are making Panthers look good. I know. Eric, thanks for DMing me on Instagram, Eric. Eric's going to get every bet I make every day. If you want every bet I make every day for free, DM me on Instagram. You can follow them, you can fade them. Entirely up to you, but DM me on Instagram. Ryan, I'd go Stroud. Ryan, I'd go Stroud and Stevenson. Ryan, Stroud and Stevenson. Nacho, I'd go Tank Dell. Nacho, Tank Dell. William, I'd go Gibbs and Cup. William, I'd go Gibbs and Cup. Great tackle. The all-time moments, I'd go Hunt. The all-time moments, I'd go Hunt. William, we got that. Nick, I'd go DJ Moore. Nick, I'd go DJ Moore. Appreciate the questions. Hope you're enjoying the show. Borgie, I'd go BTJ. Borgie, I'd go BTJ. Borge 1, BTJ. Aiden Thompson, trade Chuba Hubbard for DK, not looking good. Ugh. Just because DK's been out, but it's a bye week anyways. Ryan, I'd go Adams. Ryan, I'd go Devontae Adams. Dwayne Osborne, I'd go Tua. Dwayne Osborne, I'd go Tua. Let's take some more callers, everybody. Atomically, Adam is next up on the line. Atomically, Adam is our next caller.
Hey,
What's good?
We could go Kincaid or McBride for tight end.
Kincaid.
Kincaid, and then how about Buffalo's defense? Pittman's out.
Compared to
What do you
who?
think about that? Well, not necessarily compared to anybody. Do you have them on a higher standing now than they probably would have been before?
Not by much. Not by much, actually. It's not. Pittman doesn't make a big difference to me on that.
Okay, got you. Thanks, bud.
Have a good one. Have a great Sunday. Let's get our next caller on the line, Big Drizzle. Big Drizzle's going to be next up on the call line. Let's see what Big Drizzle wants to talk about. What's up?
How you doing? Can you bench one of these four players? Juwan Jennings, Brian Thomas Jr., Cooper Kupp, or Khalil Shakir?
I'd go Jennings. I'd bench Jennings.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Big Drizzle. Appreciate the call. Hope you're having a great day. Let's go B. B's next up on the line. B, what's good?
Yep, just need a quick quarterback decision between Kyler and Tua.
Tua.
Tua? Thank
Yep. Have a good one. Let's go to Tooth. Let's see what the Tooth wants to talk about today. Let's see what Tooth is wanting to talk about. Tooth, what's good?
Jordan Addison or Juwan Jennings for flex?
Or do you want Addison or Jennings? I'd go Addison. Addison just barely.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one. Next caller on the line is going to be Juan. Juan's next up on the line. See what Juan wants to talk about. Juan, what's good?
I'm not sure who I should start for my wide receiver 2. I have Jennings. The other one would be Ricky Parcell or Sutton. And the other last option would be Adonai Mitchell.
I'd go Jennings, Juan. I'd go Jennings. Thanks for the question, bud. I'd go Jennings. Let's go Ryan Gregson. We're keeping the questions quick. Ryan, what's good?
What's up? Hey, so I know you just told me you would go Stevenson over Shakir, but since Amari Cooper was just ruled out, do you still go?
Ryan, I stick by what I said. I'm aware of the information I'm aware of. I'd stick by what I said. Appreciate the question, though. I'd stick with Stevenson. Stivo's channel, I'd go DJ Moore. Stivo's channel, I'd go DJ Moore. Foley, I'd go Kareem Hunt. I'd go Kareem Hunt. It's not that I'm have an issue with you guys being like, hey, this guy is healthy now or not. It's just like there are other people trying to get their question answered, so I'm going to be pretty quick with it. Let's go to Brian. Brian's our next call. Brian, let's keep it quick. Brian, what's good?
Hi, I've got a question around flex. I got Kareem Hunt, BTJ, McLaurin, or do I wait to see if Collins shows up?
I'd go Kareem Hunt.
Got it, thanks.
Have a good one, Brian. Good luck today. Next caller is going to be Miss Indy. Miss Indy is next up on the line. Let's see what Miss Indy wants to talk about. Miss Independent, what do you want to talk about?
Good morning. So I have Hill or Brian Thomas Jr.
I'd go BTJ.
Okay. Okay, I put him in already. My other thing is survivor pick. Should I do Eagles?
Or?
Oh my gosh, I have a few other ones. Minnesota. I have Minnesota.
I probably like the Eagles more than that. So I'll lean Eagles on that. Yeah.
There's just I have quite a few. It's such a hard week again. Last week was so hard, and you told me to go with KC, and I was pooping my pants at the end of that game. I was just standing up and sweating. So
no issue. I'd go Eagles today. I think I would lean Eagles. I think that's a pretty good play.
Okay, thanks.
Have a good one, Miss Indy. We'll talk again soon. Stivo's channel. I'd go DJ Moore. No worries, Stivo's channel. Jason Ortiz. I'd go Jennings. Jason Ortiz. I'd go Jennings. Appreciate the question. Hope you're enjoying the show. Borg 1. Borg 1's next up on the line. Let's see what Borg wants to talk about. Borg, what's good?
What's good, bro?
What's happening?
So, do you think Tyreek Hill's gonna play?
I'm worried about it. I'm looking for other options if I have them.
Because I have Juwan Jennings on the bench.
I'd go Jennings instead. Yep.
Are you sure?
I just told you what I would do.
Okay, thank you so much.
I love when you guys do that. I honestly, it's both hilarious and infuriating because it's one of those that's like, you think I'm going to change my mind after a second? Look, I'm telling you what I would do. You don't want to take my advice. It's totally cool. Like, I'm totally fine if you guys disagree. Let me make sure I say that. If you don't agree with my advice, it's totally fine. I'm totally cool with it. I'm telling you what I would do based on the research I do, the data I've looked at, the matchup. I'm telling you what I would do in your position. You don't agree? Totally fine. You go in a different direction? Totally cool. I'll sleep fine at night. It's just a question of what would I do. You don't agree with me? I have no issue. Let's go to Daniel. Let's see what Daniel wants to talk about. Daniel's next on the line. Daniel, what's good?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Hunter Henry or Evan Ingram?
Evan Ingram.
All right, appreciate it.
Have a good one, Daniel. Next caller is going to be Enzo Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari's next up on the line. Let's see what Enzo wants to talk about. Enzo, what's good?
Yo, so would you take Shakir or Tank Dell?
I'd go Tank Dell just barely. Just barely.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one. Let's get a question in. Donnie, I'd go Donnie Guns. I'd go Debo, Cup, and Downs. Donnie Guns, Debo, Cup, and Downs because I'm worried about Tyreek Hill. Lucci is up on the line. Lucci is up on the line. Lucci, what's good? Oh, dropped on us. If you guys want to join the show as a caller, feel free. We're taking calls if you're up for it. Jeremy Berger, I'd go London. Jeremy Berger, I'd go London. I think Nico Collins will play. Tejas, I'd go Jennings. Tejas, I'd go Jennings just barely. Daniel, I'd go Stroud. Daniel, I'd go CJ Stroud. Keon, I'd go Ingram. Keon, I'd go Hawkinson. Keon, I'd switch that. I'd go Hawkinson. Tommy Guns, I'd go McMillan. Tommy Guns, McMillan. I see Boeing, I'd go Tua. I see Boeing, I lean Tua by a very small margin, very close. Nice catch by Malik Neighbors. Oh, he might be hurt. A nice catch, though. Birds fan, I'd go Darnold. Birds fan, I'd go Darnold just barely. Justin, I'd go Mooney. Justin, I'd go Mooney. Buster, I'd go Adunze. Buster, I'd go Adunze. Let's see what Happy Crud wants to talk about. Happy Crud's next up on the line. What's good, Happy Crud?
Hunter Henry or Ferguson?
Hunter Henry.
All right, thanks.
Have a good one. You want to join the show as a caller? Feel free. Adrian, I'd go Rogers. Adrian, I'd go Rogers. Card Trick Nick, I'd go Harris. Card Trick Nick, I'd go Harris. If you guys, I'm worried about Tyreek Hill. If you're asking me about Tyreek Hill, I'm leaning towards sitting him based on what I've heard so far. I'm worried about his health status. So Tyreek Hill, if you want to risk it and try and play him, it's fine. But I think you're rolling the dice. I'm very, very nervous about it. I would say if Tyreek Hill is out, OBJ and Jonnu Smith, their value goes up. Those would be some insurance plays, but I'm very nervous about Tyreek Hill. True game time decision, and I don't feel good about it. Amy, I'd go Pierce. Amy, MF, I'd go Pierce. Tyler, I'd go Nico. Tyler, I'd go Nico Collins. Jeff, I'd go Rogers. Jeff, I'd go Rogers. Habibi, I'd go Mooney. Habibi, I'd go Mooney. Lucci, I'd go Kirk. Lucci, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. Christian F is going to be our next caller. Let's see what Christian F wants to talk about. Christian, what's good?
What's up? How you doing?
Love and life. How can I help you?
So I have two questions for you. I want to start Ray Davis, but I don't know if he's better than Kareem Hunt. What's your advice?
I can't hear you very well, so repeat that.
Do you think I should start Ray Davis over Kareem Hunt?
No.
Okay, and then who should I start? Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, or Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill.
All right, that's all I need. Thank you so much.
Have a good one. Queeron, I'd go Atlanta defense. Queeron, I'm going to go Atlanta defense just barely. Close, but I'll go Atlanta. James, D-Hop against Denver or Jordan Addison. James, I'd go Addison. James, I'd go Addison. I love when people put the matchups as if I don't know what the matchups are. I've been studying this all week, buddy. Christian, I'd go Nico Collins. AJ Watchman. Is that AJ Brown? Are you trying to... Christian, I don't know what the question really is. So, Hustlin' Ernest, I'd go Hunt. Hustlin' Ernest, I'd go Kareem Hunt. Richard, I'd go Tank Dell. Richard, I'd go Tank Dell. Perla, I'd go Bucky. Perla, I'd go Bucky. Justin Rose, I'd go Hunt. Justin Rose, I'd go Kareem Hunt just barely. Zane, I'd go Dell. Zane, I'd go Dell. Eric, I'd go Dell. Eric, I'd go Dell over Addison. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying the show. DM me on Instagram if you want every bet I make every day for free. But Fumble Sports, DM me on Instagram if you want every bet for free. Good run there by Singletary. Giants knocking on the door of the red zone. They need a touchdown. Josu, I'd go Gabe Davis. Josu, I'd go Gabe Davis. Habibi, I'd go McLaurin. I feel good about McLaurin. Zane, I'd go Stroud. Zane, I'd go Stroud. Mark, I'd go Addison. Mark, I'd go Addison. Blessed to the fullest. I know the feeling. I'd go Jawan Jennings. Michael, I'd go Ingram. Michael, I'm going Ingram just barely over Pitts. It's close, though. Gino, I'd go Gino, I'd go James Cook. Gino, I'd go James Cook. Teddy D for me, I'd go... Teddy, I think I'd go Bo Nix. I don't feel good about either one. I lean Bo Nix, but I don't feel good about either one. Czar, 518, I'd go Mooney. Czar, 518, I'd go Mooney. Infinity Peanut, I'd go Mooney. Infinity Peanut, I'd go Mooney. Just barely. Is that a catch? I think it's a catch. Boo, I'd go Downs. Boo, I'm worried about Tyreek Hill, so I just don't feel good enough about him. I'd lean kind of away from him just barely. K-Dot, I'd go Hawkinson. K-Dot, Hawkinson. Sal P, I'd go Stafford. Sal P, I'd go Stafford. Rico, I'd go Gibbs. Rico, I'd go Gibbs. Shaggy DeBear, I'd go Rodgers. Shaggy DeBear, I'd go Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers could be a good play today. Juan, thanks for DMing me on Instagram. If you guys want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram, everyone. Butt Fumble Sports. I am live every day. I give out picks every day. DM me on Instagram to get every bet I make. Justin, I'd go Mooney. Justin, I'd go Mooney. Schultz, I'd go Kincaid. Schultz, I'd go Kincaid. Jay Martin, I'd go McMillan. Jay Martin, I'd go McMillan. Slim Shady, I'd go James Conner. Slim Shady, I'd go James Conner. Ryan B, I'd go Connor. Ryan B, I'd go Connor. All King, I'd go Shakir. All King, I'd go Shakir. Appreciate the question. Hope you're enjoying the show. Iggy, I don't know if Nico's playing or not. I think he's leaning towards a play, so I do think he's going to play. Ricky, I'd go Bucky. Ricky, I'd go Bucky. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and enjoying the show. Make sure you hit the follow button. Gilly, I'd go Puka. Gilly, I'd go Puka. Eric Anders, I'd go Hawkinson. Eric Anders, I'd go Hawkinson. JM, I'd go Chiefs. JM, I'd go Chiefs. What's that about? I don't know what that's about. Anyways. Sean, I'd go Thomas Jr. Sean, Thomas Jr. Eric Anders, I'd go Cousins. Eric Anders, I'd go Cousins. Mark, I'd go Darnold. Mark, I'd go Darnold. Iggy, I'd go Najee. Iggy, I would go Najee just barely. Tyrone Tracy Jr. knocking on the door of the end zone. Paul, I'd go Scary Terry. Paul, I'd go Scary Terry. DeFan, I'd go Tua. DeFan, I'll go Stroud. DeFan, I'm going to switch that and go CJ Stroud. DeMarco, I'd go Devontae Smith. DeMarco, I'd go Devontae Smith. Rip 3, I'd go Debo. Rip 3, I'd go Debo. Miss Indy, I'd probably lean towards the Eagles. I would go Eagles. Sean Callahan, I'd go BTJ. Sean Callahan, BTJ. Jason Ivey, it would be Hill and Downs if you're willing to risk it. Giants need the touchdown. Daniel Jones trying to rush for a touchdown. He got it. Daniel Jones touchdown. And just like that, the Giants cut this to a 3-point game. It is 17-3. New York Giants are just 4 points down, I should say, and they need the extra point. So a lot to be determined in the next few minutes. Shaggy DeBear, I'd go Otten. Shaggy DeBear, I'd go Otten. Want every bet I make every day? DM me on Instagram. TA, I'd go Shakir and Dell. TA, I'd go Shakir and Dell. Wild Jeff, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Wild Jeff, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Miss Indy, thanks for the kind words. Thanks for subscribing. Rip 3, I'd go Laporta. Rip 3, I'd go Laporta. Jake, I'd go Bigsby. Jake, I'd go Bigsby. JJ, I'd go Mooney. JJ, I'd go Mooney. Caesar, I'd go McLaurin. Caesar, I'd go McLaurin. IP Shade 45, I'd go Laporta. IP Shade 45, I'd go Laporta. Justin, I think Calvin Austin's an interesting pickup in a big league. Yeah. Paddle Kid, I'd go Hawkinson. Paddle Kid, I'd go Hawkinson. Shaggy DeBear, I would do the trade. Shaggy DeBear, I would do the trade. Wyatt, I'd go Ramondre. Wyatt, I'd go Ramondre just barely. User 77, I'd go JMO. I'm worried about Tyreek Hill's status. Randizzle, I'd go Darnold. Randizzle, I'd go Darnold. Appreciate the questions. I'd go Darnold over Mahomes. Darnold over Mahomes, everyone. We have about 25 minutes left of the show, everybody. 25 minutes left of the show. So if you love the content, if you love the conversation, make sure you throw that question and comment in the chat. Jack, Cusimano, I'd probably play McConkey over the risk. Shazzy, I'd go Mooney. Shazzy, I'd go Mooney. Donnie Guns, I would trade Purdy. Donnie Guns, I'd trade Purdy. Jason, I'd go Mostert and Bigsby. Jason, Mostert and Bigsby. DeFan, I'm worried about Hill playing. I'm worried about him. Juan S., which defense should I pick up? Chiefs. Juan, I'd go Chiefs defense. Kyle Barnett, I'd go Mooney. Kyle Barnett, I'd go Mooney. Eric, I'd go Laporta. Eric, I'd go Laporta. Arctic Tiger, how likely would Tracy get 6 more yards? I actually think there's a decent chance. Luis Sebastian, pick 2. If the Giants get the ball back, I actually think Tracy Jr. can get to 6 rushing yards. Why? What's he at right now? Are we nervous about it? We got Wan'Dale Robinson receptions correct. We did pretty well on this game, actually. Oh, we're crushing it. Chuba Hubbard, Tyrone Tracy. We're missing a sack by Dexter Lawrence. That's what we need. We need a sack by Dexter Lawrence. That's the one thing we're missing. A sack by Dexter Lawrence. Everyone, put out some good voodoo. Put out some good voodoo. Put out some good energy. Sack by Dexter Lawrence, everybody. Luis Sebastian, I'd go Mooney and Shakir. Mooney and Shakir. Star, I'd go McLaurin. Star, I'd go McLaurin. Jeff, I don't know. Haven't looked at it. Don't know. DeFan, I'd go Stevenson. DeFan, I'd go Stevenson. Star, I'd go McLaurin. Star, I'd go McLaurin. Sam Rustler, I'd go Downs. Sam Rustler, I'd go Downs. Ice Boeing, I'd go with the Falcons defense. Ice Boeing, I'd go Falcons defense. Luis Sebastian, stop spamming, please. Connor C, I'd go Pierce. Connor C, I'd go Alec Pierce. Jay, I'd go Mooney. Jay, I'd go Mooney. Caesar, I'd go McLaurin. Caesar, I'd go McLaurin. DB, I'd go London. DB, I'd go London. 49 GMC, looking for your question. Happy to help when you put it up. Miles Spector, I would do that trade. Miles Spector, I'd do the trade. You're giving up a little bit more value, but I like your unloading 2 bills. Caden, I'd go Keenan Allen. Caden, I'd go Keenan Allen. User 86, I'd go Kyler. User 86, I go Kyler by a very, very small margin. Stearns, I would play Nico. Stearns, I would play Nico. By the way, Giants, you know that the Panthers want to run. You know the Panthers want to run. Stop the run, you'll get this ball back. By the way, a big penalty here. Big penalty on the Panthers. Holding on the Panthers, so they're already behind on the sticks. Slim, I'd go Jonathan Taylor. Slim Shiesty, Jonathan Taylor. Captain America, I'd go Darnold. Captain America, I'd go Darnold. Jay, I think it's a coin flip. I'm okay going either one. I'd probably lean Downs. Angel, I'd go Angel, I'm going to go Sutton. Angel, I'll go Sutton just barely. Mitchman, I'd go Jamo. Mitchman, I'd go Jamo. LOL at this guy, I'd go Rodgers. LOL at this guy, I'd go Rodgers. Trevor Bean, I would not drop Hawkinson. I would not drop him. Oh, man. Almost got our sack. Oh! I think it might be roughing the passer. I'm worried on this. This might be roughing the passer. That's the call. Chuba Hubbard's down. There's a lot going on this play, everyone. McCade, I'd go Dunze. McCade, I'd go Dunze. VV Bars, I'd go. VV Bars, I'd do the trade. VV Bars, I would do the trade. Byron, I'd go Mooney. Byron, I'd go Mooney. Chowman, play D-Hop or take the chance with Hill. If you're going to take the chance with Hill, make sure you have OBJ ready to go. If you have make sure you have OBJ as a viable backup. Easy cheese, I'd go Cousins. Easy cheese, I'd go Kirk. Cousins. Lena, I'd go Stafford. Lena, I'd go Stafford. Penalty on the Panthers. Okay, so that backs up the... Wait, did they say the fumble was a fumble? Oh my God, it's close. First of all, awful look for the play with Hubbard. Is this ball out? Is his shin down? I think it's a fumble. I think it's a fumble. Holy cow. Holy cow. I think the Giants got it. Looks like refs gave him the ball. Wow, what a turn. David, I'd go Jaden Daniels. David, I'd go Jaden Daniels. Peter, I'd go Jawan Jennings. Peter, I'd go Jawan Jennings. JJC, I'd go Stroud. JJC, I'd go Stroud. 2 Bo, I'd go London. 2 Bo, I'd go London. Ryan Sparrow, I'd go BTJ. Ryan Sparrow, I'd go BTJ. Giants, punch this freaking ball in the end zone. Let's go. Tyrone Tracy, we talked about him. Some folks think he needs 6 more yards to get over 100. Oh my God, what a catch. Tipped and caught. Tipped and caught. The Giants get the break. What a play. Oh, from looking like an interception to all of a sudden being a reception. Ling Ling, I'd go Debo. Ling Ling, I'd go Debo. I actually think that tip pass actually helped. The pass actually looked behind the receiver a little bit maybe. It's close. Carrillo, I'd go DJ Moore. Carrillo, I'd go DJ Moore. C. Zilich, I'd go London. C. Zilich, I'd go London. Slav, I'd go Drake London. Oh, bench one, I'd bench CD Lamb. I'd bench CD Lamb. Tyrone Tracy Jr. getting close to 100 rushing yards for folks. Chris Langwell, I'd go Hawkinson. Chris Langwell, I'd go Hawkinson. Adam Katzman, I'd go Adunze and Waddle. Adam Katzman, Adunze and Waddle. Deep X, how you doing? I'd go Achan and Mixon. I'd go Achan and Mixon. I like Mooney the most though. You're writing too much, DX. Just make it simple. I'd go Mooney. You're giving me a paragraph. Give me a sentence. Malik Neighbors. Oh my God. I hate that play call. I hate Brian Daboll calls, or whoever calls the plays for the Giants, calls way too many trick plays or too many like cute plays when it's like just run the ball. Just run the ball north and south. Don't do flea flickers. Don't do end arounds. Don't do trick plays. Just run the ball north and south. You aren't talented enough. You aren't good enough. You don't have enough ability. Just run the frickin' ball north and south. I don't understand why you try and do trick plays. It is so stupid to me. Brian Daboll, I think, deserves to be fired. Win or loss, I think this is interception. I am stunned. The Giants suck. The Giants suck. I cannot believe how bad the Giants are. That interception, first of all, Tracy Jr., terrible play. Great play by the defender. Tracy Jr. needs to make the catch. I totally get that. But that said, Daniel Jones throws a bad ball. Daniel Jones throws it behind the receiver. Brian Daboll should be fired. I'm going to put out a rant after this show. Brian Daboll should be fired. He should. He has been a terrible play caller today. His team looks unprepared. The Giants should be up by 10 points. The Giants should be up by multiple points. And the fact that they're losing, the fact that they've turned the ball over twice in the red zone, Daniel Jones sucks. We knew that. But Brian Daboll has been calling a terrible play. He's called a terrible game. Terrible game. Brian Daboll, awful game. Awful game. Jam plays, I'd go Taysom Hill. Jam plays, I'd go Taysom Hill. Wow. D South. Yeah, I know. How did you let Saquon go? But I mean, awful. Terrible play calling. Like, I don't understand the second down play is what I'm angry about. The third down play was a bad play by Jones, bad play by Tracy Jr., bad play all around. But the 2nd and 5, where you do that little cute play with Malik Neighbors, why? Why did you do that? Why did you need to do that? All you had to do was run the ball north and south. You had success with Tyrone Tracy. Why not do that? I don't understand. Run the damn ball. I don't get it. And don't run it in a cute way. Don't think you're that good. So infuriating. Sean, I'd go James Conner. Roz the God, I'd go Adunze and Hollins. Roz the God, I'd go Adunze and Collins. Juan, I'd rather have Montgomery. All right, so an incomplete pass. Giants will get the ball back. Bryce Young had an open man, but the pressure from the Giants, man, he had an open man. I'm gonna go rant, guys. I'm gonna sign off. This has been a lot of fun, but I'm gonna go rant. I gotta go rant for a bit. I'm gonna go watch the rest of this game and go rant. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I've enjoyed every single second of it. You guys have been absolutely awesome. You guys are the best. Hope you guys enjoyed the content and enjoyed the show. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We will be live at 4:30 tomorrow, everybody. We will be live at 4:30 on Monday. I'm going to watch the rest of this game in Germany. I'm going to go do a rant video right now. I'm just fuming. I'm fuming so much. I got to do a rant video, everybody. I got to let the world know that I think Brian Daboll should be fired. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the content. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram, ButtFumble Sports. DM me on Instagram, ButtFumble Sports to DM me on Instagram. If you want every bet I make every day, there's plenty of time to get every bet I make. DM me on Instagram, everybody. ButtFumble Sports. DM me on Instagram. You'll get every bet that I make every single day for free, so make sure you do that now. Can't wait to talk to you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys stay healthy. Hope you stay safe. And have a wonderful NFL Sunday. I hope it's the best week of your NFL season. Good luck to everyone's fan.